leads the line with James Milner as well coming back into the side. So yeah, 4 changes for Hertzler as well from that defeat to Arsenal.
Thank you very much. Well, we'll stay in the Premier League now and discuss Tottenham, everybody, everyone's favourite topic at the moment. Very, very obviously they're struggling. I'm enjoying it very much as a Forest fan. So let's just chat about it. Igor Tudor, Sam, it's not going well, is it?
No, not at all. To be fair, I think that's all we can really say, because it is awful. I've never known anything like it, to be honest. He's an interim manager who's going to get sacked, which is like, I mean, that is ridiculous. But genuinely, it's incredible, because genuinely Spurs could go down. Like, it's a genuine possibility, which is just unbelievable.
And there's not really, we had this conversation before coming on air, there's not really anybody sitting around looking like they're a replacement, are there, Bo?
No, I mean, the fact that we saw the other day Chris Hughton was being floated is it's a sign that something's gone dreadfully wrong. It's such a strange situation with Spurs, because Igor's come in and you think he can have the new manager bounce and get enough out of them to be safe, but it obviously just hasn't worked, and he seems to have upset literally everyone, fans, players included. And you're right, there's not an obvious candidate to replace him.
Playing Liverpool tomorrow as well, not going to be an easy test for them. Will, do you think that tomorrow, if the results go against them, do you think they will get rid of him, or do you think they'll just hold on to maybe a game more? That seems to be what we're seeing at the moment.
Well, Jason Cundy said that he's seen encouraging signs recently for Tottenham, but obviously it's a massive joke, but no, he is horrific. They can't keep him. If they want to, stay in this division, like, they have to. If they go down, I think they'll struggle financially a lot. So if they're really, really serious about this division, they've got to get rid of him tomorrow.
And Ben, Tottenham, if they go down, how funny would it be seeing that stadium in the Championship?
Well, I mean, it'd be hilarious. Like, imagine if you're, I don't know, Portsmouth fans, and you're rocking up at, what was it called, White Hart Lane or something, like Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, like, and getting your pint poured from the bottom. That is a ridiculous thing to see. What they're going to do realistically, like, financially, they're not going to be able to keep running that stadium, surely.
It'll be allegedly it could be an away allocation of 12,000 fans, which is probably, I think it will be the largest in the Championship.
That's more than they got in there at the minute.
It's certainly going to help those smaller teams. Like, they're going to be getting so much money, they're going to be rubbing their hands.
They'll be able to Lincoln away next season, because they're like top of League One or something.
Well, Tottenham will park that one for the minute, because I believe we do have some friends with us reporting in the newsroom on the rugby. So we will be going over to the newsroom with Max Freeman.
Okay, this is how I normally talk. Like, I'm quite a loud talker.
Max doesn't seem to know that he's meant to be on air with us at the moment, which is a bit of a shame. So we will come back to him very, very shortly. It's quite fun. For anyone, for our entertainment, we've got Evan Roberts' big face on the screen here, so we can't even see Max. Evan's a man, Tottenham, very close to his heart. In fact, he is going to his first ever Tottenham match, Tottenham versus Nottingham Forest, in a few weeks. That fixture could be pivotal, couldn't it, Bo, in the relegation battle?
It's massive, isn't it? I think, it is sort of with West Ham doing so well as they are at the minute, I think it is almost a one-game playoff situation whereby, even if things don't go Spurs' way that day, you struggle to see them, getting any momentum at this stage. Anything but a win against Forest is damning for them. As for Forest, I mean, they're in it. They are in it, and you know better than anyone, Harry, that they're in it. So, but I think, given all the media attention around Spurs, I think we'd all favour one of West Ham or Forest to stay up at this current stage, because also both of them have got a manager that can win a game, get a team to score a goal. So, which does help in football, doesn't it, lads?
I think the phrase that Igor Tudor used yesterday was "fight or cry" for his players.
Yes, it's quite incredible how he's gone in there and upset literally everyone almost immediately. Everything he seems to be saying is the wrong thing to say. He's annoyed everyone, he's upset anyone. They can't score, they can't defend. It's not looking great.
Poor Dave having to stand and listen to all of this. We are going to go back to the newsroom. Max Freeman, can you tell us about some rugby?
Am I live now? Yes, thanks, Jess. Thanks, Harry. So it's currently Ireland 19, Scotland 7, and we're in the 32nd minute of the game. Try from Jamie Osborne saw the Irish take the lead, and then Darcy Graham scored on a try for Scotland to make it 7-all, but then Ireland have been the dominant side since the 10th minute. Tries from Dan Sheehan and Rob Balakoon mean that it's currently Ireland 19, Scotland 7.
Thank you very much, Max. It worked. We got to Max Freeman for the Six Nations. It's rugby though, so it's a bit less bit of a priority than the football. Scottish Premiership. Let's just touch on this quickly. There's 10 points separating the top 4 teams. It's nice to see that league a bit more competitive this season.
Well, for many it is, but I'm a bit of a sort of closet Celtic fan. So for me to see them not winning something is not great. It's been a weird season this season because obviously Rangers had a poor start, Celtic had, and equally, I mean, they weren't as bad to begin with as Rangers, but obviously then Brendan left, Wilfred Nancy came in, which was just an absolute disaster. And that's coincided with things, working really well for Tony Bloom at Hearts, and obviously that they're now looking like the favourites. So it is one of those, and I suppose it's nice to see it in a league that has been traditionally 2 teams, although last team to win the Premiership that's not Old Firm, do you know who it is?
Yes, I do. Aberdeen, managed by the one and only Sir Alex Ferguson.
We might see a repeat of that this year with Derek McInnes and Hearts, but I've still got faith in Martin O'Neill's green and whites.
Well, thank you very much. Aberdeen, as you mentioned, they're not doing so well this season, 9th in the Scottish Premiership. We're going to go out to our grounds as well, and out to the Select Car Leasing Stadium. Owen Bolger.
Hi, thank you very much, Harry. I am here at the Select Car Leasing Stadium and I have some team news for you. So, I'll start off with Reading. Reading have made 3 changes following that defeat in midweek, which was a rough one. Derek Williams is coming in at the back. He's come in with Gerald Dorset. Ward, interestingly, came out despite being one of Reading's best players, but maybe he'll make an appearance off the bench. Paddy Lane has come in on the wing as well. He's replaced Fraser, who is holding midfield, so they look to be going a little more attacking. Ed Batsman continues to lead the line. He, of course, scored a hat-trick a week ago, and Reading today will be looking to beat Plymouth Argyle 3 times in a row at home in the league for the first time since 1956.
Well, that was some news there from the Select Car Leasing Stadium. Reading facing Plymouth today. Famously, Josh Widdicombe is a massive pilgrim, was the fact that we were discussing before the match. But we'll touch on some Reading stories just a bit later. We are now going to go back out again to Swindon versus MK Dons, where Jasper Rowland has got some team news.
Thank you, Harry. Join me at a very sunny county ground for Swindon versus MK Dons. Now, expect goals in this one. Swindon have the best away record in the league with 38 goals scored in 18 games, with 12 goals in their last 5. MK Dons could go top today if results go their way, whereas Swindon will be looking to go back to winning ways after they just drew against Crawley. Swindon are the only team to make any changes in this game. In come Darren Oldacre, Ryan Tapazzoli and Junior Hoylett, and Joe Snowden, Aidan Borland and Joel McGregor make way. I'll be back just after kick-off to give you some more updates.
Thank you very much, Jasper. Say hello to Alex Aiken for me, because I know he's there doing the TV. Well, we're going to just stay in the studio for a bit here. We're aware that you may have missed some of our introductions, which is a massive shame. I'm not going to say them again, because you can't really repeat a joke twice. But basically, Bo looks a bit like a Tory. Sam doesn't mind. Will's well famous, go follow the indie edit. And Ben loves theatre. So, I hope he loves the theatre.
We need throughout the show, man.
And I hope
I'm just going to start singing and dancing.
Yes,
and while we are just waiting for a few more bits to come in, if you were to kind of think about your favourite songs performed in musicals, just brew on that for a second. What songs would you go for? That's just a thought for you, Ben, to come up with an idea, and we'll come back to you, and you might sing it later. So we never know. Well, I believe
we can't dance. So
I believe we are ready to go back out onto the road to Hayes Lane, where Nathan Williams is watching Bromley versus Bristol Rovers. Nathan. can't hear anything, is what he is communicating about in the studio. Nathan can't hear anything. Well, that is promising, isn't it, Nathan? It's a technical masterclass going on in the studio here. We'll just do a quick shout out while we are here, though, to our Vision Mixer Supreme, who you can't see right now, but Shay Lucas is cutting them photos. Can you come into the frame if you're watching? Shay Lucas, for those who can't watch the screen, is basically a bald man who is here in the corner cutting between us while we talk about football. So while we talk about football, the title race, Shay Lucas, Arsenal. Arsenal might bottle it again, but however, has City kind of lost their moment, Will? Do you think City had the chance and maybe messed it up a bit?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, they've still got to play each other, which is that's a decider, isn't it? That game at the Etihad will sum up the season. But yeah, for a little bit, I did think the bottle was happening. You know, drawing away to Wolves, drawing to Brentford as well. So, you know, I really, really would like to see Man City win this league, but I think Arsenal have got enough just scumbaggery in them to win this league.
Well, we're going to come back onto the topic just shortly. I've seen a thing that's prompted me to look at Everton because Penny Bont have taken the league 1-0 against the new Saints in the Welsh Premiership. We are going to now cross over to the newsroom where Max Freeman has got an update with the rugby.
Yeah, Harry, it's still Ireland 19, Scotland 7, and the game seems to be going into a bit of a groove now. Scotland getting the ball and then losing the ball, and then Ireland sort of kicking it straight back to them. But then we've broken the groove a bit in the last minute or so as Ireland are looking on the attack in the Scottish half. But I want to talk about Finn Russell. Finn Russell, the fly half for Scotland, it's a massive game for him. And other, similar to other big games he's played in, he's kind of crumbling a bit. He's been put under a lot of pressure, and you can see it. He's knocked the ball on a few times, and he's struggling with the boot as well. We'll see how that pans out for the rest of the game. 2 minutes until half-time. Ireland 19, Scotland 7.
Thank you very much, Max. We're going to go to Will, and we're going to talk about your favourite team now, Tranmere. Not the greatest of times, is it? But you have got a new man at the helm.
Yeah, it's been a really, really tough time. I mean, it's never an easy time to support Tranmere Rovers, but it's been very, very difficult recently. But yeah, we've appointed Pete Wild this week after Andy Crosby was sacked after leading us to 1 win in 12 games, 2 wins in 17 games. Awful manager. But Pete Wild, has come back in today, and his first game is away at his former club, Fleetwood Town, who sacked him back in January. So we need points. We desperately need points. Crawley picked up a point last night. Harrogate thankfully lost, so it's in our hands to stay up, but we just need to start winning games, and hopefully Pete Wild can sort of inject a bit of energy and enthusiasm back into this club, because it's very, very lifeless at the minute.
Fleetwood away today at the Highbury Stadium. How do you see that one going? You're in 19th, they're in 14th. You did win earlier in the season, though. Charlie Whittaker securing a 1-0 win for Tranmere. But can you see Pete Wild maybe giving a new manager bounce today?
I hope so. The thing is, Fleetwood's got nothing to play for. Their season is done, and recently they've just been expressing themselves, playing purely attacking football and really enjoying their time on the pitch. So they're 7 unbeaten, so it'll be a tough ask to go there and win. But yeah, new manager bounces, they do work. You see it a lot, they do work. Obviously, not Spurs this season, but yeah, I could see us maybe grabbing a point at best, to be honest. It's a tough place to go. But all we ask is a bit of energy, a bit of passion, and just for the lads to give it a proper go.
A team where a new manager bounce has worked this season is at Old Trafford in the Premier League, where Manchester United have really done well after the appointment of Michael Carrick, haven't they, Sam?
Yes, they have. I think it's been amazing, I think we can say, because first 2 games beat City and Arsenal, so if that's anything, we're going to win the league.
Are you going to be wanting Michael Carrick to get the job on a permanent basis at the end of the season?
Yeah, definitely. I don't like. Why wouldn't you? I mean, he's only lost 1 game. I think it probably was coming because we didn't play amazing in the games leading up to that game against Newcastle. But the fact is that he was getting results, and that's what matters. So. But yes, definitely I would have him in as a season.
Well, there have been a number of names linked with taking over the role, especially over the last few days. Nagelsmann and Emery being linked as well. Oliver Glasner. But any of those names exciting you a bit more than Michael Carrick?
I think the only name that's been touted that you've got to look at if it becomes available is Luis Enrique. I think it would be silly not to at least look at him. But what I will say, we've had this discussion many a time, is I have been a big advocate for Man United need to step away from, Fergie time, from the 90s from how things used to be, that United DNA, because we need to move on. Fergie's not a thing anymore. And then we had Ruben, a man who played the three at the back, a man who refused to play youth, and a man who didn't play wingers. And it was the worst 18 months we've had in my lifetime and since we got relegated in the 70s. I don't think that's a coincidence. Maybe United can only win one way. Maybe we can only do it how Michael Carrick is doing it. Maybe Michael Carrick won't work at any other club, but he's working now, and it's working now. And this is going to sound, I don't know, I'd like to open this up to the group, this is going to sound incredibly arrogant, but the United DNA is so strong, it's so overriding, we're such a behemoth of a football club, that maybe it's possible that we could only do things our way.
An honour roll from Will Shelton over there. Will, a behemoth of a football club, do you agree with the take?
No, obviously they are. They are football's biggest club, probably. For me, it's them or Barcelona. But I do agree with the stuff out there. Is a United DNA, but there's got to be another way, surely. I don't know. I think.
But we've tried the winners. We've tried Van Gaal. We've tried the philosophy of Van Gaal. We've tried the winner of Mourinho. We've tried the sort of young and up and coming in Ruben Amorim. We've tried Fergie's boy in Moyes. Only once have we ever got close to winning the league, which is what we were after, really. And that's under Solskjaer. Again, a man who knows the club. Going back to this idea of knowing the club. I'm not sure it's any coincidence that Michael Carrick has come in having known the club and done so well.
He's done well. Obviously, he has done very well the first few games, but recently the performances have been so poor. I think the attacking threat, the versatility of the front three, it's sort of gone in those last 3 games, especially. Obviously, I can't fault what he done. He beat Arsenal, he beat Man City, but just looking at those last few games, do you think the performances match what you've been saying?
That's a sign of champions, isn't it? Winning ugly. Winning ugly is
I say,
but
you
you
didn't
didn't
talk about performances. Arsenal top of the league, and they had one performance this season.
But do you not think Arsenal are a miles better football team than Man United this
Well, no,
season?
they're beating 3-2.
I'd rather watch Michael Carrick's Man United play football than Mikel Arteta's Arsenal.
But also,
I think we're far more entertaining.
Also, results win you leagues. I know we joke about Arsenal not playing very well, but they're top of the league because they're getting results, and that's what Fergie did at points, and that's what Michael did on occasion, especially against West Ham. I mean, we were shocking against West Ham, but we still got a result. So,
is it a point at West Ham? Is that a good point at West Ham?
No, but it's a point.
It's also a point that we wouldn't have got this time last season.
Mm.
Well, we'll calm that little debate there for a minute. We will come back to these kind of topics, but first, we are going to go back out to a man that I really want to hear from because he's at Hayes Lane. It's Nathan Williams at Bromley versus Bristol.
Yes, thank you, Harry. We've just got underway here at Hayes Lane, Bromley against Bristol Rovers. Bromley, both sides are having very contrasting seasons. Bromley sit top of League 2, Bristol Rovers sit 19th. More interestingly, though, Bromley have only lost one home game all season, and that was the Bristol Rovers in the FA Cup. We just had the first chance of the game. It was actually Charles on the edge of the box. He's had a shot, gone out for a corner. Bromley piling the pressure early on.
Thank you very much, Nathan, there at Hayes Lane. Bromley looking to stay top of League 2, whilst Bristol Rovers in a difficult situation, just 6 points clear of the relegation zone. It has surpassed 3 o'clock, so games will be getting underway as we speak. And there's been an early goal in League 2. Cambridge have gone 1-0 up against Gillingham. Cambridge managed by Neil Harris there. They've not lost in their last 5 games, and it looks like it's going to be staying that way. Are we underway in the Premier League, gentlemen? Will, let's go over to you.
Yeah, Sunderland on the attack straight away at the Stadium Light, a minute in. A horrific ball that's gone out for throwing, but they've started brightly. They've been pressing Brighton from the start, trying to get really aggressive into those midfield players. But yeah, it'll be an interesting one, this. I think Sunderland will try and come out early and fastly get onto Brighton and try and take an early lead, potentially.
Thanks, Will. Now, meanwhile, in the Premier League, Burnley versus Bournemouth, a very important game. Sam Fry, what's going on?
Yes, we're underway. 57 seconds in. It's Burnley's kick-off, and they seem to have employed a tactic of PSG by just booting the ball into the corner of Bournemouth to sort of
park them in a bit.
Yeah, park them in, progress up the pitch. But I don't know if that's really right. But they are actually in here, Burnley, and there's a shot from Jadon Anthony, but it is wide.
Well, Burnley Scott Parkering them into the that end of the pitch.
Yes, very good.
You see what I did there in a very bad joke. Bo?
I was just going to say, last time we were on TV, I covered Burnley, and I predicted Hannibal Mabry to get booked because he always does. So do you think he'll get booked today?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. He's starting, so he's got 90 minutes to do that.
If I were a betting man, I'd put a fair bit on it, I reckon.
Ben, let's see what's going on in the Championship strugglers. Leicester facing QPR. How's the game gotten in the first 3 minutes?
Well, I'm only 2 minutes in, but 30 seconds in, Leicester did have a chance. Luke Thomas put the ball in first time, met the head of Makassa, did not go in, just went over the bar, but Leicester have started quite well, and they're coming forward now. And my screen's frozen. That's brilliant. just as Leicester are about to potentially go on and score. Can't see what's about to happen.
Positive signs there. Leicester only having one of their last 5. We're going to go over quickly to hear a halftime update in the Six Nations. Max Freeman.
Half time, Harry, at the Aviva Stadium in Dublin. It's Ireland 19, Scotland 7. Tries from Jamie Osborne, Dan Shin, and Rob Balakoon, giving the Irish the lead. But Darcy Graham scoring for the Scots to make it 19-7. That means Ireland are currently in first place in the Six Nations on 18 points. They need one more try for the bonus point. But that means they'll need a big result from England in Le Crunch in Paris to make sure that they have a chance of winning the Six Nations Championship. But looking good for the Triple Crown. Half time at the Aviva Stadium, Ireland 19, Scotland 7.
Thank you very much, Max. Now into the EFL. Millwall are facing Blackburn at the Den, and our reporter Cameron Jarvis has been watching the game. Cameron, how's the first few minutes gone?
Yes, thank you, Harry. It's been a very slow start to the game. No real side sort of taking any sort of control in the start. Millwall just have a corner that's going to be whipped into the box, cleared away by Blackburn just outside the edge of the 18-yard box. Blackburn made one change coming into this game, though, whereas for Millwall, it's 3 changes. So it's a sort of a 50-50 game. Both teams looking for the playoffs and relegation survival, but at the moment it started very slow. No real cut chances for either team. 5 minutes gone, 0-0.
Thank you very much, Cameron. And staying out in the EFL, at the Select Car Leasing Stadium, Reading are facing Plymouth. Owen Bolger.
Yeah, it's been an unbelievable start to this game. It's Reading who have taken the lead. It is 1-0. It's Randall Williams. He broke away on the right-hand side just 2 minutes in and looked to fire a cross in towards the back post, but it looped over everyone and dropped into that far corner. The goalkeeper, Ashby Hammond, had absolutely no chance. But yeah, Randall Williams has scored. It's 1-0 Reading. Plymouth are on the attack now. It's like a basketball game, this. It's end-to-end. But as it stands, Reading 1, Plymouth 0 at the Select Car Leasing Stadium.
Thank you very much, Owen. And there's been a goal at Walsall. They have taken the lead away at Crewe, and there's no man other than Uncle Albert Adoma 4 minutes in to give Darren Byfield's team the lead, assisted there by Terry Connor, who is part of an interim management team. We're going to go over to Turf Moor. Sam, what's going on in your game?
Yeah, there was an early chance for Bournemouth. Evan Nilsson was through on goal, took around the keeper, had a shot, but Bashir Humphries cleared it off the line. And then Bournemouth had about 3 corners off the back of that, back to back to back. I'll tell you what, they're in here now. There's a shot, but it's blocked. But we were just talking about Hannibal Mabry getting booked every game. 4 minutes in, he's already been cautioned. So he's well on his way to a yellow card.
Well, there was an interesting situation as well with bookings earlier in the EFL at Notts County, where Ollie Norburn was sent off with a second yellow for throwing another player's boot off the pitch. There was a boot came off of one of the other team's players. I think it was Chesterfield, and on the counter-attack, Ollie Norburn just chucked his boot off the pitch. Counter-attack went on, stops there, referee, second yellow card, and he's gone. That might have been one of the weirdest red cards you've seen lately in the EFL. Obviously, we are ending this show at about 5 o'clock today, so we are going to miss some very important Premier League games. However, we'll just give you a bit of a flavour of what's going on. Chelsea are hosting Newcastle at Stamford Bridge at 5:30 today. Liam Rossinia's team have not beaten Newcastle in their last 3 meetings, so it'll be interesting to see if they can get one there. Later kick-off today, West Ham are hosting Man City at the London Stadium. Nuno has not beaten City and he's lost all 4 of their last 5 games against them. And Pep Guardiola, his Man City side, have only lost 4 away games in the Premier League this season. A massive game in the Premier League relegation battle. Will, how's your game going so far? Anything further to update?
Well, yeah, Sunderland have got all of the ball really early on. They've just had a corner which has gone straight out for a goal kick, which is appalling in the Premier League to see. But yeah, they've started really well. Brighton are really struggling to get a foothold of this game. But yeah, Reggie Breach wants his team to be aggressive and win that ball back as quick as they can and try and turn this Brighton side over, who are very naive to sort of counter-attacks. And yeah, they're really struggling this recently, and Herzl is under a lot of pressure. So yeah, Sunderland started well, and I'm sure the crowd are really up for it now at the Stadium of Light.
A few local games to tell you about today. AFC Totton are away at Hemel Hempstead. They are currently 13th in the National League South. Jimmy Ball's side promoted last season. Also coming around, Sholing are hosting Chertsey in the Southern League Premier South. Sholing are just 3 points off the playoffs in the league. Meanwhile, in the same league, Poole Town are playing against Taunton. We do have some reporters there, so hopefully we will hear from them. My notes for this game are up the Dolph because Shay Lucas, the Vision Mixer, supports them. So hopefully a win there. We'll be going around the games today across the EFL and the Premier League as they happen. Let's go up to Scotland though. Bo Brown, Celtic Park, what's going on?
Yeah, still 0-0, slow start. Oxlade Chamberlain has just been booked for a tread on Elliot Watt of Motherwell. It's been not much happening in these early stages. As I said, Oxlade Chamberlain's gone into the book. Watt is riding around like a child. It's absolutely pathetic. He needs to get up. Yeah, but it's still 0-0.
Thank you very much. We're going to go out to Ian Holloway's Swindon, where Jasper Rowland is watching the game. Jasper, what's going on?
Thank you, Harry. It's Swindon 0, MK Dons 0. MK Dons have started much the better team. They look very dangerous going forward. I've got to mention that Swindon haven't beaten MK Dons at home since 2012. So could we see an upset on the cards, or will MK win as expected? We'll see. So no chances as of yet. It's Swindon 0, MK Dons 0.
Thank you very much there, Jasper. We're also going to go to the Den. Cameron Jarvis is reporting on Millwall versus Blackburn. Cameron Jarvis.
Yes, thank you, Harry. It's all Millwall at the moment, but Blackburn have had a chance. Todd Cantwell's free kick from about 18 or so yards out left of the D just went sailing over the bar. But apart from that, it's been all Millwall. But Harry, I have to say, Millwall have only won 2 of the last 20 fixtures against Blackburn. So it's in Blackburn's favour today. But at the moment, 10 minutes gone, it's 0-0 and it's all Millwall.
Thank you very much, Cameron. Millwall, they're doing very well in the Championships this season, 3rd in the table, and they've not been in the top flight of English football since 1989. It'd be amazing if they go up. Alex Neil in charge there at the Den. Sam, has there been any more bookings at Turf Moor?
No, there hasn't, but Josh Laurent has just been cautioned, so not even 10 minutes into the game, and Burnley have 2 men already been spoken to by Peter Banks, who's the referee, but Bournemouth are in here again. It has been a very Bournemouth-heavy half. I know we were talking about, well, I say half, 10 minutes. We're talking about Scott Parkering Burnley into... sorry, I just got a glimpse of a Celtic chance there. Parkering Burnley into Bournemouth's half, but they've not really got out of theirs.
Well, we'll go and touch upon that Celtic chance here. Bo, what's going on?
Yeah, Rio Hatate plays the ball in the box. It falls to Motherwell left-back Longello with the worst clearance I've ever seen, straight to Benjamin Negron, who fires it straight into the arms of the Motherwell keeper. An early chance for Celtic. Negron, who is Celtic's top scorer with 20 so far this year, would have thought he's done better, but it's still 0-0.
Will Charlton, what's going on? Sunderland versus Brighton.
Well, Sunderland just had a strike cleared off the line by captain Lewis Dunk, who's back into the side. The cross came into the back post and Tolby just struck it on the half volley and it went through Vifa's legs, I believe, and then Dunk managed to clear it off the line. But Brighton have had 2 chances themselves. Hinchwood broke into the box and Minte found him and his shot was saved really well by Elborg in goal. So it's been a lively start.
Thank you very much. Well, I'll update you on a few of the scores around the EFL at the moment. Stevenage have taken the lead at home against Wimbledon. Stevenage 8th in League One, just 1 point off the playoffs before games started today, so a very important start for them. In Scotland, Annan have taken a 2-goal lead against Edinburgh, and East Kilbride are 1-0 up against Stranraer, if you're that interested in East Kilbride fixtures. So we'll keep you updated there. A former Chelsea striker as well, Nicholas Jackson, has been sent off for Bayern Munich against Leverkusen there. And I mean, if you are an East Kilbride fan, it's all going on. Stranraer have equalised to make it 1-1. But let's go down to the Championship with Leicester City. Ben, you look very intrigued. Has your screen frozen again, or has something happened?
No, QPR have just put a ball into the box, but it was well defended by Leicester. Offside, so it wouldn't have counted anyway if they did manage to put it into the back of the net. It's been a very sort of back and forth game, very scrappy. Obviously, both teams fighting down at the bottom. Leicester had a free kick, made nothing of it. Very end to end, very even.
Thanks, Ben. Now we're going to go out to St James's Park, and not Newcastle, but Exeter, where Marlon Darragh is watching. Marlon, what's happening?
Well, it's been a fast start here. I have to say, Exeter City will be counting their blessings to not be 1-0 behind. It was Perry NG who had a headed shot and smacked off the crossbar. There was then Amari Pelliman, the Chelsea loanee, who followed up, saved off the line by Crystal Palace loanee Joe Whitworth. And Exeter had a couple of chances themselves. Here's Sweeney, the captain, sent a shot blazing over the crossbar, not too far away. But yeah, it's been a fast start here. There's goals in this game for sure. Hope I've not jinxed it. Yeah, we'll come back to you for any updates.
Thank you very much, Marlon. And on St James's Park there, I mentioned Newcastle. There was a fan in the Champions League games in the this last week who accidentally went to Exeter rather than Newcastle. St James's Park, the stadium name for both. Exeter, however, did let him into their game, gave him a ticket so he could go and watch Exeter. So poor lad had to go and sit through that for 90 minutes, considering he'd also gone to the wrong game. Sam, Burnley, Bournemouth, have we had any improvement of getting out of that Bournemouth half?
Yes. Burnley have just had a long throw in, but it wasn't really very fruitful. Kyle Walker took it, but it was pretty poor, to be honest. But they have got another, because it was just clear straight out. But it's the first time, really, that Burnley have had a bit of possession in Bournemouth's half.
Thank you, Sam. I'll just to update you on a few of the full-time scores from the early kickoffs, which you may have missed. Lincoln won 3-1 against Stockport at home. Salford getting the 3 points on the road against Harrogate. Championship League leaders Middlesbrough drew with Bristol City, an important result to affect things at the top. Oxford United at the other end of the Championship drawing 1-1 with Charlton. And unfortunately down in the National League, Solihull Moors lost 5-1 to Wealdstone. We have a relative in that team of Beau Brown's cousin, Cameron Green. Not a fab result for Solihull there.
Yeah, it's not great, but Cam wasn't starting. I think he came on, but he wasn't starting, so it's got nothing to do with him whatsoever.
That's what we like to hear. There's been some dramatic oohs in the corner from our theatre expert, Ben. What's going on at Leicester?
Well, I mean, my screen did freeze, so I did end up was a bit behind, but Jordan James has cracked one from about 25 yards out, and it has gone bottom right corner. Leicester City are 1-0 up against Crystal Palace, QPR, 14 minutes in.
Oh no, they're not.
Well, thank you very much, Ben. Leicester were just clear of the relegation zone on goal difference, so a vital start here. If they can maintain that, it will be massive. That if they were to be relegated, they'd be shadowing, obviously, Luton Town, who were the last team to get back-to-back relegations from the Premier League down to League One. However, we've got an update to bring you from the Select Car Leasing Stadium. Owen Bolger, what's happening?
Well, as quickly as Reading took the lead, they also lost it. Plymouth Argyle have equalised. That was pretty much straight away. It was Alex Mitchell, the centre-back, from a corner on Plymouth's right-hand side. They crossed it in. It was an in-swinger, a low delivery, and Alex Mitchell just met it with a volley to just sweep it past Joel Pereira in the Reading goal. There's been a couple chances since, mainly Reading coming forward, but for now, it's Reading FC 1, Plymouth Argyle 1 at the Select Car Leasing Stadium.
Thank you very much, Owen. Josh Widdicombe will be buzzing with that massive pilgrim. So a lively bit of atmosphere we've just mentioned from the Select Car Leasing Stadium, whether that is the travelling away support or the loyal Ding fans. I guess we'll have to see if Owen can update us later on in the game. Will, Sunderland versus Brighton, Stadium of Light, anything going on?
Yeah, Brighton are on top now. They've started playing some really good stuff. Welbeck is sort of dropping into play a false nine role, and he's feeding Minte and Diego Gomez are sort of playing as sort of inside forwards this game, and they're having a lot of joy doing that. They had a cross in which just went over Diego Gomez's head, but they've started, playing their football, and getting back into this game. I just want a goal at some point soon.
Fingers crossed for you. There has been a goal in the Championship with a team that is quite close to one of our panellists' heart. Norwich City have taken the lead at Carrow Road against Preston. Philippe Clement's team, Norwich, they have won 4 of their last 5 games and have now got the lead at home here. Can they make it 5 from 5? Sam, you were at Carrow Road earlier in the year. What was that experience like? A good bit of atmosphere.
Yeah, it was great. Where the press box was located, it was literally right behind the fans. So, I was basically in with the crowd, and I went when Norwich won a bit of a poor run of form. They hadn't won at home all season until I went, and they did. So the atmosphere was buzzing. It was really, really good. Very enjoyable as well to report on as well. It's 3-1, so lots of goals.
Well, there has been a goal out on the road. Nathan Williams has been at Bromley. Nathan, who scored?
Yes, thank you, Harry. We're 18 minutes into the game, and the first goal has gone to Bromley. The league leaders, as it stands, going currently 5 points clear at the top of Sky Bet League 2. It was William Hondermack with the goal following a swift break. It worked, and the keeper didn't have a chance. As it stands, Bromley 1, Bristol Rovers 0.
Now, we're going to go back to the Select Car Leasing Stadium with Owen Bolger, who's just disappeared because he's clearly loving the match so much. There has been a goal, though, at Boston United. Yeovil have taken the lead away at Jakeman's Community Stadium. Yeovil have lost 3 of their last 5, but they are in the lead here. And again, there's been a goal to an EFL legend, I would say. McGoldrick has scored for Barnsley. They have got the lead away at Mansfield. And I've seen some really weird reports about him representing international teams potentially at age 42 at the upcoming World Cup. So we'll touch upon that a bit later on. Bo, any action up in Scotland?
Yeah, it's been quite back and forth really. It's quite an entertaining game. Celtic have broken forward a few times through Maeda and Tenecti, but nothing really coming of it. And Motherwell are holding their own. So there's goals in this, I reckon.
Thank you very much. We are going to go out again to the Select Car Leasing Stadium. Owen Bolger.
I'm back again. It's Reading who have scored once again. They're on the attack once more. But this time it's Reading's corner and it's Powdy O'Connor who's jumping high at the far post. His header from close range was never going to be stopped by Ashby Hammond in the Plymouth Argyle goal. So it's been a real frantic start here at Reading. 20 minutes in and it's Reading 2, Plymouth 1. They're still going forward looking for it now. But yeah, Powdy O'Connor, the Reading centre half, with the goal. And that's a really big goal in at the tail of this game and in the League One playoff race.
As Owen mentioned there, Reading started the day outside of the playoffs, but this fires them up to 5th in the table. Liam Richardson's side hoping to return to the Championship following their troubled relegation not too long ago. And Huddersfield are the victims there, dropping out, currently drawing 0-0. We're going to go away from football and towards the rugby, where Max Freeman has got an update for us with Ireland versus Scotland.
Yeah, thank you very much, Harry. Second half is underway in Dublin. Ireland 19, Scotland 7 still. Just want to focus in on Scotland for a second. They have a chance to win their first Triple Crown for the first time since 1990. So that's 36 years they've gone without it. For any of the football fans listening to Soccer Saturday, not knowing what the Triple Crown in the Six Nations is, basically all the British and Irish Lions teams, that's England, Scotland, Wales and Ireland, all play each other every year. And if let's say England beat the other 3 teams, they will win the Triple Crown. They have the chance to do that, like I said, for the first time in 36 years, whereas Ireland have a lot more success in that category, winning 3 Triple Crowns since 2022. Bit of a slow start to the second half, a few knock-ons. Ireland have turned the ball over quite a few times in the ruck. Really strong rucking game from Ireland so far, especially from Tag Byrne. But as I mentioned, nothing's happened so far in the second half. 8 minutes gone. Ireland 19, Scotland 7.
Thank you, Max. Just be careful with what you're saying. You might just go over the line if you change a few letters. Bo, I mean, there was a monumental noise while Max was talking off in the corner. What on earth is going on at Celtic Park?
There was. Tenecti gets it from a corner. He hits it low and hard, and it's saved by the keeper onto the post. And it virtually... I mean, it couldn't have been closer to going in and not gone in. Callum Ward eventually picks it out, basically of the Motherwell goal, but somehow it stays out. 20 minutes in here, 0-0. Celtic with by far the best chance, just watching it again. Yeah, Ward saves it onto the post, trickles along the line, and he collects it. I mean, how that's gone in, I don't know. 0-0.
It looks like it almost spins towards going in and then spins back out again. incredibly just stays on the line. I don't know how that didn't go in.
Going against the laws of physics, there are a few goals to update you upon. Halifax have taken the lead against Boreham Wood, whilst in the EFL, Wigan have taken the lead against Bradford. Caelan Vickers, former Reading player there, and from Brighton, Caelan Vickers taking the lead there. Hamilton have taken the lead against Queen of the South 1-0 in the Scottish football. And the New Saints have scored 1-1 against Pennybont. That is now at half-time. But most importantly, Luton are beating Wickham. That is a huge goal there. Jack Wilshire's Luton side, they have never lost away at Adams Park in the EFL, and it looks like that record will be continuing. Will, let's have a bit of a flavour of what's going on in your match. Anything interesting?
No, it's died down a bit recently. Sunderland sort of just keeping the ball and trying to stop Brighton's momentum. They did have a half chance really. The ball was played into Talby again at the back post, who laid it off, and the shot was just blocked quite comfortably. But yeah, they're trying to just take this thing out of this game now, Sunderland, and get back onto the front foot if they can.
Thank you very much. Well, there has been a red card in the Championship at St Andrews. Femi Sariki has been sent off for Sheffield United. Will Cope will be devastated. It was a professional foul on the last man, so Sheffield United down to 10 men as they try to continue their hunt for the playoffs after a poor start to the season. However, we're going to go down to League 2, Swindon versus MK Dons. Jasper Rowland.
Thank you, Harry. Still no chances in this game, 25 minutes played. Swindon, however, do look the most dangerous now. They've had a couple of half chances and look dangerous on the attack. MK Dons have had a couple of chances that have gone wide. So nothing really of note happening here at the county ground. It's Swindon 0, MK Dons 0.
Nothing much going on there. Hope him and Alex are having to be able to have a nice conversation. We are going to stay in the Championship. Millwall versus Blackburn in the Championship. Cameron Jarvis.
Yes, thank you, Harry. We've had the first shot on target for this game, and it's a Blackburn shot on target. It's gone to Hickman from about 25 yards out with a free kick. Stunned the hands of Patterson, which he just tipped over for a corner. The resulting corner came to nothing, but I have to say, the first sort of 10, 15 minutes of this game, it was all Millwall, but they've not taken any sort of chance against Blackburn. And Blackburn have grown into this game, and now they're looking the dangerous side. I have to say, they've got Hickman. He came close to that free kick. It would have been his first goal since November 2023. But alas, it's still 0-0. 25 minutes gone here, Harry.
Alas, an excellent word there from Cameron Jarvis. There's been another goal in the Championship as well. West Brom have taken the lead against Hull City. We would have had a report from you there, but Jack Henderson's there, so we probably won't hear anything. Ben, anything going on in your Championship game?
No, not really. Leicester in control of the game. There was a brief stop in play. Number 15, Isaac Hayden, did go down injured, but he is back up again. 24 minutes in, 1-0 Leicester.
Thank you, Ben. Now, Boston have equalised against Yeovil. Rooney getting the goal 24 minutes in there. Staying at that level, Aldershot are behind at home. York City have taken the lead there, and I tell you what, York are having a sensational season. There's been a goal in the Championship. We'll come back to that in a second, but Premier League action. The Premier League's letting us down so far. No goals.
Yeah, well, it's always like that, really, isn't it? Always when we're on Soccer Saturday, it's quite dull. But yeah, I mean, the games we've got on right now, Burnley, Bournemouth and Sunderland, Brighton, doesn't scream out classics, really. As Brighton take a corner, which is deflected just as is heading goalwards. But yeah, they're not really classics that we've got today. So yeah, all eyes are on the EFL, really, and the Scottish Premiership.
Thank you very much. Well, things are going from bad to worse for Will Cope because Sheffield United have gone behind at St Andrews to Birmingham. They are 1-0 down here. Now, Birmingham have lost 3 of their last 5, 1-2, and it looks like maybe they might be able to get a result here against Chris Wilder's men. The reverse fixture here, Sheffield United trounced them 3-0 at home. Tyler Binden scored in that one. However, not a great season for them, Sheffield United. Started off the season with Ruben Sellers. That didn't go well, and they've brought back the man that they trust more than anyone, Chris Wilder. And Chris Wilder, as a manager, he seems to be a kind of a man that can do it only at Sheffield United.
Yeah, it is the case, isn't it? I think again, when these clubs are in difficult positions, they look for a safe pair of hands. And in the case of the Blades, Wilder is their man. I'm not sure he's particularly been successful anywhere else. Watford, he came in, didn't he, a few seasons ago and didn't do brilliantly. Although obviously before the Sheffield United spree was at Oxford and did ever so well there. So I think it's just strange for some of these clubs. Martin O'Neill's gone back to Celtic, Carrick's gone back to United, Wilder's back at Sheffield United. I think Matt Taylor of Exeter's come back there. So it seems to be happening more often. I don't know. Maybe Redknapp will be going back to Spurs.
Well, we'll have to see about that one. We have got a man back on the line, Jasper Rowland, Swindon versus MK Dons. What have you and Alex been up to?
Still Swindon 0, MK Dons 0, but we should have had a goal and it should have come to Swindon. Ollie Clark found himself with space in the box and MK Dons goalkeeper Craig McGilvery made an outstanding save to keep the game level. Swindon now look really dangerous and they should be in the lead. Swindon 0, MK Dons 0.
Thank you very much, Jasper. Now there's been a goal in the Championship for Stoke, who have taken the lead 28 minutes in against Watford. And one man who'll be delighted about that was Stokey Tom that we met in Yates in first year. He was a massive Stoke fan, and it was his son's first game at Saints away. I think they lost that in the Cup, though. So not.
Isn't he a great guy?
Yeah.
I mean, I've never seen him since, but a legend of the game.
Not very good at math, however, because we bought his son a discounted pizza. He brought us all drinks, which were more expensive than the pizza that we got for his son.
We win. Unlucky Tom.
He did offer us discount shirts, though, from a dodgy seller. So he'll be happy, though. Stoke 1-0 in the lead there against Watford. Now, Sam, Bournemouth-Burnley, anything to report?
Well, to be fair, my screen has just frozen. But Burnley did have a chance. Zion Fleming was through on goal and squared it to Lyle Foster, but it was just behind him, and Bournemouth's defence did well to stop him from getting a shot in. But other than that, it's nothing much has happened otherwise.
Well, we'll hopefully have a goal in your game. There has been a goal in this game on the international map. Atletico Madrid and our favourite reporter, Jack Todd. Jack, what have you got for us?
It's gone 1-0 up. It's an absolute screamer from Molina. Lashes it into the top right-hand corner with the right boot. It's been a dominant start from Atletico. They've dominated the possession. Most of the game has been played in Getafe's half. And a win today would take them only 6 points behind their biggest rivals, Real. Atletico 1, Getafe 0.
Thank you very much, Jack. Now we're going to nip off to the Six Nations, where Max Freeman has got an update for us. Max, what's going on?
Yeah, Ireland 19, Scotland 14 in Dublin. Scotland scoring the first try of the second half thanks to Finn Russell, their star fly half. Now, this was a 14 phase play from Scotland. They were knocking on the door from the 5 metre with the big boys, and they flung it out wide. Some nice hands from Darcy Graham to pass it on to Finn Russell, who knocks in the conversion as well for the extra 2. Only 5 points behind, but Ireland already on the front foot again in Scotland's 22 now. We'll see if they can convert, but the ball looks like it's been broken up. No penalty, but we could be back very soon for another update, but we'll let you know. Ireland 19, Scotland 14.
Well, thank you, Max. Half an hour into our Soccer Saturday. Bo?
Nothing's really happening, but I've just noticed Tom Sparrow's coming today to replace Stephen Welsh, who's actually on loan from Celtic. He's a centre-back, and he's wearing number 7, which is frankly a disgrace.
It's not right. We had a very interesting conversation on Web Team yesterday about the use or usefulness of being a fullback and whether it's a difficult or easy position to play in. That's something we can touch upon at half time. But in the EFL, Doncaster have taken the league at the Eco Power Stadium versus Blackpool. Grant McCann's side have won 2 of their last 3 home ties against Blackpool and are currently on their way to adding another one to their total. We are going to go to the Den, where Cameron Jarvis has got an update for us. Cameron.
Yes, thank you, Harry. I can tell you, as someone who's played all over the football pitch and as a fullback, it can be a very useful position on the pitch if you're playing it well. Still no goals here, 0-0. Patterson just getting some treatment. I think just so Alex Neil can get a message across to his Millwall boys. They've not been brilliant. They've not really shown anything to trouble Blackburn. It's all been Blackburn. O'Haffey's been the bright spot for them. He had a chance down the right-hand side. It was great press from him against one of the Millwall centre-halves. He got tight and closed down him well. And all he had to do was just pull it back across to find one of his teammates. But unfortunately, Harry, no one was there and it bypassed everyone and Millwall cleared it. Half an hour gone here, Harry. It's Millwall 0, Blackburn 0.
Thank you very much, Cameron. Now we're going to go out to Hayes Lane, where Nathan Williams has an update at Bromley versus Bristol Rovers.
Yes, thank you, Harry. We're 32 minutes in. I'm not quite sure how Bromley haven't doubled their advantage. There was a swift break that involved Nicky Kabamba, Mitch Pinnock and Corey Whiteley. Pinnock squared it for Whiteley, who missed practically an empty net. The score still remains Bromley 1, Bristol Rovers 0.
Thank you very much, Nathan. Some updates for you. Gateshead have taken the lead against Sutton United to make it 1-0, and Annan are now 3-0 up against Edinburgh in the Scottish League. Bo, in Scotland, what's happening in your match?
Nothing really. I mean, you can see why people don't like Scottish football. It's not great. I mean, I'm trying to talk it up and speak it up, but both sides just a complete lack of quality.
Well, let's go to a more interesting topic that we were just talking about while Nathan was talking to us there about Bromley, and to talk about the professional career. Full back's an easy position, allegedly from Shea Lucas' Vision Mixer. What was your footballing career and your position?
Well, my footballing career entails this: Abbey Rangers disabled team, Chelsea disabled team, and then retirement. I was in goal for those two sides to great success. On my knees, diving around on my knees. So I think, do you know what? Sometimes you don't realise how good something is until it's gone. Motherwell are forward here and they've scored. Celtic have given away the ball. It's Elliot Watt, I think, is the one who converts. They're trying to play out from the back here, Celtic, and they don't. Frankly, they don't do it very well at all. They've given it away. It's not great goalkeeping, to be honest with you. Just noticed as well. I would. I've just noticed as well. Paul McGinn, brother of John, is playing for Motherwell. Rio Hatate is the one who's given it away. He's playing up until this point. But so Sinsala has the ball here. Gives it to Hatate on the turn. We've seen this so many times as the ball is played into number 6. There is a rumoured offside, but I don't think it's the case. It's really not great from Celtic. Rio Hatate falls over and it's virtually in tears, but it's not a great start. 0-1, Motherwell take the lead.
Thank you very much. And off to Swindon with Jasper Rowland.
Thank you, Harry. It's Swindon 0, MK Dons 0. MK Dons should have scored. It was a fantastic counter-attack. Aaron Collins on the left-hand side. He squared it to Alex Gilby, who put it over for... And there's been a goal! MK Dons, as I'm speaking, Alex Gilby, who just fired the ball into the bottom corner. It did take a deflection, and MK Dons take the lead. It's Swindon 0, MK Dons 1.
Thank you, Jasper. You and Alex are going mental there at the Swindon match. Well, let's just go back to you both. So you said it might have been offside for Motherwell. Have they been given?
Goal given. Celtic still looking shaky. Benjamin Arthur just giving it back to his goalkeeper, and it almost scored an own goal. Not a great start for Celtic, and it looks like this goal has gone to their head. 33 minutes in here. They are forward now, but I think Tenexi gives it away. It's goal given. It's 1-0.
Thank you. Well, we're going to stay with Scotland as a whole and go to the Six Nations, where Scotland are facing Ireland at the Aviva Stadium. Max Freeman, what's going on?
Yeah, Harry, Ireland 26, Scotland 19 in Dublin. We've had 2 tries since you've joined us. Great try for Ireland, first off, in the 56th minute from Darren Murray on his 3rd cap in the green. It was another try where it felt like the forwards were bashing it in. Caelan Doris with noticeable, a few good carries there. And then Darren Murray underneath the post. Conversion was good by Jack Crowley. And a try now has just been scored by Rory Darge on his 39th cap for Scotland. We're just going to stay with us to see if the conversion is good from Finn Russell. This would put Scotland within 5 points, up to 21 if he makes it. It's taken quite a while. We've got 10 minutes left on the shot clock, and no doubt in that he's gone straight through the post. So it's now it's Ireland 26, Scotland 21.
Thank you very much for that, Max. We're going to update with a few scores here before going off to Poole Town. Cambridge have taken a 2-goal lead against Gillingham, and MK Dons winning on the road, as we've just heard from Jasper. There's been a red card at Hull City. We won't hear about it, but Charlie Hughes has been sent off. Professional foul again, the last man, 36 minutes in there. Hull down to 10 men. Well, we were going to go to Poole Town, but that's not happening. Owen Bolger is here, however. Select Car Leasing Stadium. Owen, what's your update?
Yeah, well, there's not been any more goals in this game so far. Still 2-1 Reading, but we're watching a really unbelievable game of football here. It's end to end. There's mistakes from both sets of defences, but the attack looks almost prolific from each of them. They're really efficient getting the ball forward. There's been chances for Reading with Wing, with Lane, with Doyle as well, and Williams too. So they're really getting chances in this game. There have been a couple good saves from Ashby Hammond. He just went down and received treatment. I think just to let the Plymouth players get a few instructions from Tom Cleverley, their manager, because Reading have been cutting through far too easily. But yeah, as I say, it's still 2-1 to Reading here. But what a game this is. Reading almost unrecognisable from what they looks like in midweek at Mansfield. But 2-1 as it stands.
Thank you, Owen. I'm very happy that you're happy. We're going to go over to Madrid now, where everyone's favourite Jack Todd has got an update for us. Jack, what's going on?
Atletico are continuing exactly as they've started. They flew out the traps and they've kept the pressure on Getafe. They've barely got out of their own half. Despite playing a back five, they're defensively vulnerable. They're getting caught on the counter. They're being dominated in the midfield. Almada and Gonzalez particularly threatening on the wings for Atletico. It's surely only a matter of time before they double their lead and close that gap to their neighbours Real. It's 22 minutes gone. Atletico 1, Getafe 0.
Norwich have scored as well at Carrow Road to make it 2-0 against Preston. Sam Fry is buzzing. We're going to go to his partner sat next to him, Bo Brown. What's going on in Celtic? There's a bit of a tackle or a pass maybe going on.
Oh, no, it's awful. Absolutely awful. I mean, how these professional players can give the ball away. You know, I've played a Chelsea disabled team. I know the level that's required. And how they keep... I mean, neither side want the ball here. You know, you associate, especially Celtic at Celtic Park, with high possession football, but they're just giving it away every opportunity, and they've not really reacted well at all to the Motherwell goal. It's not looking good. 37 minutes in here, it's still 1-0.
Well, we're going to go off to St James's Park, where Marlon Dara has been watching Exeter versus Cardiff. Marlon, how's the game going?
Well, up the Football League we go, and the chance coming from their way, and that is because Cardiff are 2-0 up, 2 goals in quick succession. 2 goals for Ruben Colwell. The first one was brilliantly taken just outside the 6 yards and smacked it into the top corner. Second one, slightly more simple finish. He couldn't really miss from there. But it's 2-0 to Cardiff, and they've made a dominant play. I have to say, it's been chance after chance, corner after corner. Exeter's defence looks so open.
Thank you, Marlon. And we've...
Oh, Celtic! Equaliser. It comes out to Yang. It's a very similar goal, actually. Motherwell give the ball away. They're trying to play out from the back. The keeper saves it. It's fallen to Yang, and he converts from about 6 yards. So he can't really miss. They're messing about with it. Stephen O'Donnell's the one who gives it away. Negron wins it back. Saved by the keeper. Comes up to Yang. And actually, I say he can't miss it. It's actually a really good finish. So 2 minutes after me slating Celtic for their performance, they're back on level terms. I and Martin O'Neill are delighted. 1-1.
Thank you, Bo. And we're going to go down to the Championship. Ben, what's going on in your match at Leicester?
Nothing much, to be honest. This game has got I mean, it's just a bit rubbish, isn't it? It's 2 teams at the bottom, 40 minutes in. Other than the Leicester City goal, we've had a couple of yellow cards. Ben Nelson, who picked up the assist earlier for Leicester's goal, got a yellow. Richard Cohn for QPR picked up a yellow card. But other than that, 40 minutes in, still Leicester City 1-0.
Thank you very much. We're going to go over to Turf Moor. Sam Fryer, not Sam Morley, sorry. Sam Fryer, what's going on?
Yeah, thank you for your apology. Well, it's Zion Fleming. It looks like it could be a red card. It's a ball in the air, and he's backing off, and I can't remember who it was at the back, but he's swung his arm out, and it's caught the Bournemouth defender in the face. I don't know if he got a card for it, but I think it definitely should have been a red card. It's definitely, in my opinion, violent conduct. He's lucky to get away with one there.
Well, we'll keep an eye on that and come back to you. Will, what's happening in your match in the Premier League?
Yeah, Sunderland are really on top here, really trying to find a goal before half-time. They came forward, and I think it's their right back who struck it, and Verbruggen made a very good save there, to be fair, at the near post. But yeah, Sunderland are knocking on the door, and they're really trying to get that goal before half-time because it's such an important time to score.
Well, thank you very much. We're just going to update you on a few of the scores around the world. Inter have conceded to Atalanta in Serie A. It's currently 1-1 in that game with 8 minutes to go. Frankfurt have taken the lead against Heidenheim in the Bundesliga. And in Scotland, Inverness are 1-0 up against Cove. So a mix of scores for you here. Sam, have we got any update on that red card?
No, he's got away with it. It's not even like not a VAR review, no nothing. He's just got away with it. He's still on the pitch. It'd be quite ironic if he scores now. Burnley do have a corner, but Jayden Ante just hit the bar. He's free in the box. He's escaped his man and he's volleyed it with the inside of his foot, and it's just hit the underside of the bar and it's bounced out and the chance is gone. But I'm just looking at the replay now. He's completely free at the back post. He connects with it at about the 6-yard line, and it's beaten Petrovic in goal, and it's just hit the underside of the bar. And that's definitely the best chance of the game for Burnley.
Well, a bit of entertainment there in the Premier League, and I think a massively entertaining game in the Championship. Millwall versus Blackburn. Is that right, Cameron?
I'm not sure about that, Harry. It's still 0-0 here. Who's actually had the substitution? Hayden Carter's had to go off due to injury. Tom Atkinson's on. Since I've last come to you, there's not been real any cut chances. Millwall had a look down the right-hand side, tried to whip a few balls into the box. But apart from that, Harry, there's nothing major to talk about. 5 minutes before half-time, it's 0-0 here.
Oh, thank you. The Den sounds absolutely electric there with you, Cameron. There's been 2 goals in 2 minutes in Scotland. Stirling have gone from 2 down to 3 down against Forfar there in Scotland. So, Will, with your game in the Premier League, let's just touch upon maybe not what's happening, but the teams in general. Brighton, they're a team that seem to always just be lingering around mid-table, but everyone says they're doing really well. Not been the case for the last second half of the season, has it?
No, yeah, it's been really poor. The thing that Brighton fans are saying this season is they have spent a lot of money in the past windows. I think it might have been maybe 200 million in the summer that was given to Hertzler and he spent on his players. And they've been, to be fair, this Brighton's, I think, 5th ever... Best ever finish. Go on then.
Sorry about that.
Don't make a song and dance a bit, but come on, Ben.
Harvey Vale has levelled it for QPR. He was played through, chips it over the keeper. It looks like it was about to roll in, but he just slotted it home just to be safe. QPR 1, Leicester City 1, 43 minutes in.
Oh, thank you very much for that update there, Ben. Fabian Herzler, let's just come back to him. The youngest manager in Premier League history. He's just 33 years old. Some of his players are older than him. You've got James Milner in that squad. They have got a squad built with experience, and they seem to pick out players from just anywhere in the world, and they seem to be exceptional, don't they?
Yeah, it's the Brighton way, isn't it? They've just spawned these random youngsters from Paraguay or Ecuador, and they just turn out to be absolute well-beaters. And to be fair, the next one I think is Diego Gomez. He is some player, and the way he strikes a ball, obviously against Forest, he scored an absolute worldie. And yeah, I'm sure they'll find some sort of child from, I don't know, South America or Africa, and he'll turn out to be about a 200 million player. So, it's the Tony Bloom way, isn't it? That's his sort of technique and his scouting policy.
Well, 14th in the Premier League, Brighton, and currently playing a very boring football match. But I am very excited about what we're about to hear because we are going off to Croatia, where Ed Groves is watching Dinamo Zagreb. Ed, what's happening?
Hello, Harry. I hope you're doing well, mate. I'm at the Masmir Stadium right now, and there's been quite a few changes from the last time that the two teams ran out. For the league leaders, Dynamo, they've been forced into 2 changes due to suspensions from Josip Misic, one of their key midfielders. He's out suspended. And Montsev Bakra is also suspended. Marko Soldo and Fran Topic come in. And the lineup for them is Dominik Lavakic in goal, Luka Stovicic, Mila Basic, Drena Bejo and Gabriel Vidovic. And then in midfield is Marko Soldo, Mateo Perez, Morris Velanic, Scott McKenna as well, and then we've got up top, we've got Sergi Dominguez and Fran Topic. And then for Slavan Belupo, as I said, quite a lot of changes in this team. A goalkeeping change to start things off, as Hasidic comes in for Izak Kovic, who isn't in the squad today. Believe that he could well be injured, it's very likely. And then from left to right, they've got Kruselic left back, Captain Midamoric, partners Kovacic and Jankir right back. Mazar and Lepenic are the 2 in midfield, Kubilic on the left, Dabro in the 10, key player Mitrovic right wing, and then they've got Grishik.
Well, unfortunately, we have just lost Ed there, but an exciting game coming up. And a fun fact for you, Croatia is home of the cravat tie. So hopefully we'll have some interesting action from that game. But I believe we have got some half-time updates to go around. We're going to start off with Bromley versus Bristol Rovers. Nathan Williams.
Yes, thank you, Harry. It's half time here at Hazley, and it remains Bromley 1, Bristol Rovers 0, thanks to Will Hondermark's 18th minute strike. But how Bromley haven't gone into the break with a bigger margin, I shall never know. In 36th minute, Mitch Phillips squared Corey Whiteley and couldn't find the goal from a practically empty net. But as for the visitors, Bristol Rovers, they've yet to really grow into the game and been bullied by this direct and physical Bromley side. Half time here at Hazley, Bromley 1, Bristol Rovers 0.
Thank you very much. And Marlon Dara has been watching Exeter. Marlon, what's the score at half-time?
Hello, Harry. It is 2-0 to Cardiff. I have to say, it could be more as well. They are bullying Exeter here. It was a quick fire brace from Ruben Colwell around the half-hour mark. They're just getting in behind so much space. They're creating so many chances. And Exeter are failing to track the runners. They're failing to do the basics here, it has to be said. And for a side hovering dangerously above the relegation zone, performances like this are not going to help their cause. Half-time, Exeter 0, Cardiff 2.
Thank you, Marlon. And off to Swindon, who are playing MK Dons. Jasper Rowland.
Yes, half-time here. It is Swindon 0, MK Dons 1. MK Dons, good value for their lead. Despite Swindon, they should have taken the lead in the 25th minute. They had a good 5-minute spell, but other than that, it's been pretty poor from the home side. The fans starting to lose their heads a little bit, and MK Dons look like they're going to take all 3 points back to Milton Keynes. It's Swindon 0, MK Dons 1.
Thank you very much, Jasper. And in the Six Nations, there has been an update. Max Freeman with the score.
Yeah, it's Ireland 33, Scotland 21 in Dublin. Scotland's chance for a triple crown is slowly slipping away. We're 8 minutes left into the game, and Tommy O'Brien's just scored about 4 minutes ago. Lovely little move out the back from Crowley, pass into Tommy O'Brien. Lovely little line. He cuts through, beats George Horn, the replacement 9 for Scotland, and he puts it down beyond the try line. Jack Crowley with the extra 2 points, which sees it a now 12-point game. Ireland now pressing, and Jack Crowley's electing to take another 3 points after a penalty was won from Ireland from off his feet from Scotland in the just outside the 5 metre, and it looks like a straight kick. I'll stay with you for this one, shouldn't take too long. Jack Crowley's 4 for 5 from kicks today, about an 80% success rate. Like I said, it looks like this is going to be the Scotland team that was just short of winning that Triple Crown, and obviously the Six Nations as well. Crowley steps back, knocks it in just, but it's moved it up to a 15-point game now, and you feel like that's Scotland's race run. It's been a gallant effort, though, from Scotland. Ireland 36, Scotland 21.
Thank you, Max. Now off to Reading, where Owen Bolger reports.
Hi, yeah, it is half-time at the Select Car Leasing Stadium, and it remains Reading 2, Plymouth Argyle 1. A really exciting first half where towards the end, Plymouth fans, there's 2.9 thousand of them here today, they all thought that they should have had a penalty as a ball came into the box. Reading right back Ryan Nyambe was very forceful in his shirt holding, but the referee did not give it. He waved it away. The Plymouth fans were not happy whatsoever, and as that half-time whistle went, there was a chorus of boos from the Pilgrims, and I think we all know where that was directed, and that was at referee Sebastian Stockbridge. So half-time score at the Select Car Leasing Stadium, Reading 2, Plymouth Argyle 1.
And we are going a bit more local, where Poole Town have been playing. Yuvraj, have you got an update for us? Or we'll go instead off to the Den then, where Cameron Jarvis has been watching Millwall play.
Yeah, half-time here at the Den, Harry. It's Blackburn 0, Millwall 0. Todd Cantwell with the only real chance of the half. His free kick was struck straight into the hands of Patterson, who was able to tip it over for a goal kick. There was a potentially something, though, from Blackburn right at the end of the half. It's good 1-2 football between Cantwell and Ali Boso. It found Ali Boso just inside the Millwall sort of 18-yard box on the right-hand side, and Barry Bannon just got across to stop the pass and pushed out for the corner. The corner came from nothing. But apart from that, you'd have to say absolute credit to Blackburn this half. They've absolutely outplayed Millwall. I think they've been the better side. But it's half time here at the Den. It's Millwall 0, Blackburn 0.
Thank you very much, Cameron. And off to Madrid, where Jack Todd's been watching.
36 minutes gone. It's still Atleti 1, Getafe 0. It's been a pretty miserable, depressing display from Getafe. I can't remember the last time they even got into Atletico half near their box and had a shot at goal. The last memorable chance really came a few minutes ago when Baena and Sirlot interchanged in some beautiful play on the counter-attack. Ended up Sirlot hitting the post, but it's become quite a dirty game now. Challenges are flying in everywhere you see. A lot of free kicks being taken at the moment. The game has been a bit broken up from the fast start that we had, but it's been a great watch so far. Atletico 1, Getafe 0.
Thank you very much for that, Jack. And half-time here in the studio as well. We'll have a quick recap around our games before going back off to Croatia. Bo, half-time at Celtic.
Yeah, Celtic won, Motherwell won. Motherwell took the lead, and then almost about 5 or 10 minutes later, Celtic equalised. It's been a strange game because there's been periods where it was a bit turgid and poor in quality, but then other stages where it was very back and forth. I think it's two sides that Motherwell are doing ever so well, in the league, and obviously they want to turn up against Celtic and do well, and Celtic can't afford really to drop any more points. So an important half now for both teams. Martin O'Neill's Celtic team and their title push virtually on the line in the next 45 minutes. So I'll be interested to see if there's any changes made. Celtic probably do look at the two of the better teams, Nigren, Hatate and Maeda threatening. But as I say, Motherwell holding their own. 1-1.
Thank you very much, Bo. We're going to try now and go again to Paul Town, who've been playing Taunton. Yuvraj Malhotra.
Hello guys, half-time here at Tattenham Ground, and it's Taunton Town who lead Poole 1-0 thanks to a goal from Dylan Jones, assisted by Jack Rice. And Poole have had plenty of possession and chances, but Taunton have been solid defensively and made their opportunity count. It's great here. It's sunny here, weather is good, and it's 0-1. Poole 0 and Taunton 1.
Yes, Yuvraj, that's right.
Thank you, Yuvraj. And Vision Mixing Shay is devastated that his local are losing. Sam, we'll come to you. What's the score at half time with Burnley Bournemouth?
Yeah, 0-0. I think I probably could have predicted that at the start of the game, but I have to say, I think the better chances have come Burnley's way. Most of the ball has been in Bournemouth's possession, but they've not really made any use of it. And then when Burnley have got it, they've broken quickly on the counter attack and got a few shots away. Jaden Anthony's had a couple saved. Lyle Foster's pulled the trigger a few times, and of course that chance from Anthony hitting the bar on the corner is probably the best chance of the game. But yeah, hopefully I can get a goal, something to scream about. But still 0-0.
Is Killy writing an essay?
He's going to sing for us.
We'll touch on Killy in a minute. Will, what's the score in your game at half time?
Well, yeah, the other game in the best league in the world is also 0-0. It's been poor in quality, really. I said before, Sunderland don't concede many at home, and I can't see them conceding today. Brighton looks so poor going forward. But Sunderland, when they go forward, they look okay. Their wingers are very lively, but both teams need to change something because this is a snooze fest, really.
I mean, we've got an essay written in the corner on a piece of paper. Ben, what's your score at half time, and what on earth have you got written down there?
Well, it has been a very back and forth game for Leicester and QPR. Leicester obviously going 1-0 up after 14 minutes. It was an incredible strike from 25 yards out. Then later on, 43 minutes in, QPR did bring it back. Some people will call the Leicester owners wizards, but Leicester fans will be singing. Am I going to sing it?
Please sing it, just sing it.
No, I don't think I can. I don't think I can get that high. Leicester fans will be singing, "No wizard that there is or was will never bring us down." If you know, you know where that's from.
Thank you very much, Ben. We're going to speak to a few guests in the studio in just a second, but first we're going to go off to Croatia to speak to Ed Grove. So, Ed, if you're able to answer these few questions, how was your flight over? Have you tried any food or beer yet?
Honestly,
everything great?
Yeah, all good, just speaking now. The flight over.
I just wanted to do at the half time there will be catering in that press conference room.
Yeah.
So if you want, you come there
Yeah,
to eat
perfect.
and
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
tell your friend.
We seem to just be speaking to a Croatian man at the minute, talking about the food at the press conference, but hopefully Ed's still with us. Ed?
Yeah, can you hear me all good?
Yes, we've got you.
Okay, flight over, honestly, me and James agreed, the worst flight we've actually probably ever been on. There was a screaming baby right behind us. We were flying late, so we landed at 1:15, but yeah, wanted to sleep, had no luck with that. But since then, it's been all up, it's been all smiles. We've had a few beers last night, none today, trying to keep professional. We'll save that for after the game, but so far, absolutely loving it. The experience that we've had so far, Dynamo have been absolutely brilliant to us. They've given us a tour. I've seen more trophies in the last 5 minutes than I've seen in my 17 years of living, and it's been brilliant so far.
Well, thank you, Ed. I hope you have a wonderful game. And another fun fact for you: Croatia is the home of the Dalmatian dog. So see if you can spot any there. We've got some guests in the studio, though. Ewan, you must be delighted with your result today, Saints.
Yeah. Beat the league leaders Coventry, obviously after the last game as well, in the reverse fixture. Frank Lampard was giving it the big one after the game, so it was nice to get a win over him. He seemed a bit deflated at full time, it's safe to say. And the Coventry players and fans seemed a bit rattled, I'd say. Lots of boos, and especially after Saints, maybe time wasting in the end, taking their time with the ball after being 2-0 up. And they were also given, I'd say, a dubious penalty at the end. Very soft tackle on Shea Charles. But obviously, it didn't matter in the end, as the Saints ended the game with 3 points.
And you know, knocking on the door now with playoffs, Tonda Eka in charge. What are your thoughts on Tonda since becoming manager, and do you think you're going to be able to secure a playoff spot this season?
Yeah, I think it's just a shame that we didn't sack Will Still earlier, to be honest. I mean, since he's come in, we've been the best team in the league statistically. We've earned the most points. So you look at it, it's like we wasted 13 games with Will Still, and we were sat 21st in the league. But now we're 7th, 3 points off Wrexham with them to play. I think, well, it's in our hands. I think we'll finish in the top 6.
And you're now unbeaten in your last 8 league games. How long do you think you can keep that run going? Who have you got up next?
Well, we've got 2 big home games against Norwich and Oxford, which on paper you would think we should win both of those. But obviously Oxford fighting back, now out the relegation zone. They've had a few good results, so it'd be a tough game. But I mean, I remember under Russell Martin 2 seasons ago, we went 25 unbeaten. So I don't see why that can't be the same this season.
And you've got the FA Cup tie against Arsenal as well.
Yeah.
Have you got your ticket yet?
Yeah. I mean, it's nice the FA to give us a bye to the next round, actually. So yeah, should be, well, hopefully 3 trips to Wembley this season.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Ewan. And we've got Michael with us here as well. Michael, you've been upstairs. What's the atmosphere like in the newsroom? What's going on up there? Anything interesting?
The most interesting thing I've probably seen in the newsroom. That's a very good question. Me and Sam have been playing a little game, kind of just looking at each other to see who's going up to the pizza boxes next. Some people we've seen go up there 6 times. Some people we've seen have a look, but they don't want anyone else to be looking when they go up there. Another feature as well. Shout out my boy Graham Hiley. He said he said he loved my featured image for my live blog on the website. If you want to see a live blog on Sunderland Brighton, go and check that out. But yeah, the atmosphere is good. It's good in there right now. It's good.
Well, obviously a reminder there that you can keep up to date with live blogs on Solent Sports News on Google and on social medias. Any interesting social content going on?
Yeah, there's going to be some interesting social media content coming out soon. Obviously, it's in the works. We've got a highly decorated team working on it. A team of me and me, but we've definitely got some ideas up our sleeves. Any TikTok challenges that you guys think we should do? Anything we should upload?
Well, I know the social media team earlier were playing Madonna, but I don't think they were doing the trend properly. Goose steps is rugby with Max. If you ask him, but do you know what a goose step is?
Oh, no chance.
Well, go.
No chance.
Get Max Freeman to teach you the goose step. He can see, actually, and I think he can hear us here. Max, you need to teach Michael to do some goose stepping when you come up, okay, and film it. So get on that, please. Thank you very much.
I like that idea.
It's a good one. As I say, you can follow, keep up to date on all our social channels, Solent Sports News or Solent Sports Journalism. Go and take a look. And our panel have been very gracious in letting you come in and fill the spots. You could argue you've done a better job. But firstly, if there are any songs that you would like Ben to sing, what would you like, Michael? Any song that Ben Kilminster will sing at full time? Is there anything that you could select and you can start thinking as well?
Any song I would like Ben to sing.
You've got to give me a 5 there first.
Huh?
I'm not performing monkey.
A fiver. a fiver. Phew.
You
I
and
can
have
give
you
that to you in about
you
10
and-
working days, mate.
You and any thoughts on songs?
Yeah, I'd say when the Saints go marching in.
What do you reckon, Ben? Thumbs up or? Excellent. Well, at full time, you've heard it here. Solent Sports live exclusive that Ben Kilminster will be singing when the Saints go marching in at full time. TikTok sorted. Social crew. Thank you very much, gents. Very appreciated.
Thank you, guys.
Really
We appreciate
your time.
it.
And we're going to go to a bit of an update here. Max Freeman, the goose-stepping expert that we have just mentioned. We're going to cut to you now live in the newsroom. Six Nations update for us. Max Freeman.
Yeah, not sure, Harry, if people want to see that. Luckily, I'm doing this update on radio. Ireland 43, Scotland 21 full-time in Dublin. It's a third Triple Crown since 2022 for Andy Farrell's Ireland. 6 tries they run in today. Jamie Osborne, Dan Sheehan, Rob Balakoon, Darren Murray and Tommy O'Brien with the last 2 tries to secure the win there. But Scotland did put up a valiant fight until about the 70th minute when those 2 Tommy O'Brien tries were just too much. This is the Scotland team that came close to breaking that 1990 Triple Crown deadlock. So it's 36 years and counting for this Scotland team to win a Triple Crown. Full time at the Aviva Stadium, Ireland 43, Scotland 21.
Well, an Ireland victory there, and the football is back underway here as well. Will, your game in the Premier League, Sunderland versus Brighton, underway. What are we looking for in the second half, apart from obviously just a goal?
Well, I think a bit more just engaging football really from Brighton. Sunderland have just dominated the ball really and just sort of played at their pace. So from a Brighton perspective, they need to just come out and sort of take this game to Sunderland because they're there for the beating. But you can argue Sunderland will be thinking the same. Brighton are there to be beaten. So yeah, just some attacking threat, a bit more quality in the middle of the park, and the goals will follow suit.
And Sam Fry back underway at Turf Moor.
Yes, literally just now. I think it's very similar to Will. To be fair, I think Bournemouth need to make the most of their possession and their dominance on the ball. But that being said, if Burnley were clinical with their counter attacks, it could be the other way around. But incredibly, I know saying before the game, Burnley have been so poor this season. They should be winning, and it could go either way.
Well, we are also back underway at Hayes Lane. Nathan Williams watching that fixture for us. Nathan, what's happening?
Yes, we've just gone back underway for the second half here at Hayes Lane, Harry, and nothing to report of real note. The only thing that's really happened is a triple change for Bristol Rovers. Steve Evans clearly not happy with his side's first half performance, and as it stands, Bromley remaining 4 points clear of MK Dons in second place. 47 minutes gone. Bromley 1, Bristol Rovers 0.
Thank you, Nathan. Back underway as well at Leicester, Ben Kilminster.
Well, only literally just got underway. QPR have just cleared the ball from the penalty area right up to Leicester's, and it's 1-1 45 minutes in.
Thank you very much. Hopefully in a second we're able to give you a few halftime updates from around the world, including at Atletico Madrid with Jack Todd. But are we back underway in Scotland, Bo Brown?
Yes, we are, and there's been a change. Sebastian Tenecti has been replaced by Thomas Van Chara, so we're back underway here, 15 seconds into the second half.
Thank you very much, and we will go off to Atletico Madrid where Jack Todd has a halftime report.
Half time here at the Wanda Metropolitano. Atletico 1, Getafe 0. And I'll be honest with you, Harry, how Getafe are still in this game at only 1-0 is beyond me. It has been such a limp display from them. They've not offered anything of any sorts, no attacking threat. They've failed to get on the ball in the midfield. They're getting dominated all over the pitch, man for man. Pretty depressing display, and if it's anything like that for the second 45, their away their travelling fans might as well go home now. It's been a really dominant display from Atletico, and they are set to move third in La Liga. Half time, Atletico 1, Getafe 0.
Thank you very much, Jack. And I believe, Will Charlton, something has happened in your game.
There's been a goal. Sunderland have taken the lead. It's Chris Rigg, the youngster, who is excellent on Football Manager for any Football Manager fans out there. But I asked for a bit more quality in the middle of the park, and that's where it happened. The ball was won back, and they just got it out wide very quick, and the cross came in, and Chris Rigg took a touch and coolly slotted it across the keeper. The ball was floated in. Is there an offside? No, the miles onside, and it's Van Hecker who missed it. And Bobby left it, and Chris Rigg, that's a very difficult finish across the keeper, sort of side-footed it into the corner, and it's a perfect start for Reggie Lebree's side. Sunderland 1, Brighton 0.
Thank you very much, Will. And there's some goals in the EFL for you as well. Cambridge is now 3-0 against Gillingham. Ray Quirino own goal. Cambridge obviously taking the 3-0 against Gillingham there. But Will, what's happened?
Well, the goal's been disallowed. I'm not really sure where the offside is. The ball was... It might have been from the first initial cross. The header was knocked back across, and there must have been an offside somewhere. I think it's Alderete who's been called offside, as Brighton now go down the other end with Yakuba Minte, who's just been absolutely shielded by Dan Ballard. The ball's still with Brighton. Pascal Gross clips the ball in. But it's going to be cleared by Sunderland. But yeah, I'm not really sure where the offside was, but the goal has been disallowed, and a sort of lifeline for Fabian Hertzler's side.
Devastating there. And we do, though, potentially have a chance in the Championship at the Den. Cameron Jarvis.
Sorry, yes, thank you, Harry. It was a penalty shout for Millwall. The ball was played in on the left-hand side by Yuri Rebo, and it struck the hand of Cooper. Now, from what I could see, is his hand was very much outstretched and in an unnatural position. And by the laws of the game, that would tell me it's a penalty. But referee waved it away, said no penalty, went for a corner. The resultant corner from Todd Cantwell was low into the front post and cleared. But a big chance there for Blackburn, and they'll feel harsh but they haven't got a penalty. But just kicked off at half time, 47th minute in. It's Millwall 0, Blackburn 0.
Thank you, Cameron. Now we're going to talk a bit about League Two in an interesting way, because if you are watching with our stream live on YouTube, you will be able to see a very interesting thing now on the screen. Will, you brought this with you. Who/what is this?
What is that? I'm taking that a bit of an offence, you know. Look at him, he is beautiful. This is Amari Patrick, the Tranmere left winger. Every time, it's all about you, isn't it? All about you.
I'm so sorry. Once again, Will, QPR have got their second. It's an own goal. Ben Nelson puts it into the back of his own net. The guy that got the assist earlier, I don't know what he's doing. He puts out a leg, slides in, and yeah, straight past the keeper. Leicester 1, QPR 2, 50 minutes in.
Well, I tell you what, that is not good news for Leicester. Now 2 points from safety, sitting 23rd in the Championship. And I'll tell you what, Leicester fans will be getting maybe a little bit nervous now. But there's been some rumblings going on at Celtic Park, Bo Brown.
Yes, there has been. Benjamin Negron has hit the post 5 minutes in to the second half. Chances for both teams, to be honest with you. Motherwell have had an effort saved by Sinisalo. The follow-up was blocked. But as I said, Negron just hitting the post there. So an exciting start to the half, but it remains Celtic 1, Motherwell 1.
Will Charlton, what on earth is happening with you?
I've just possibly seen the worst attempted cross ever.
Was it shot? I have no idea.
It was brilliant from Ballard stepping up. Xhaka then played it through the Brighton defender's legs, and they've tried to put a cross in, and Diarra's kicked it with his other foot before he can strike it across goal, and it's gone out for a goal kick, and that just sums up the quality of this game so far.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm not surprised, if I'm being honest. All of our Premier League games not kind of hitting the mark just yet. But I'll tell you a game that is hitting the mark with a lot of updates is Cameron Jarvis at the Den. Millwall versus Blackburn. Cameron Jarvis.
Yeah, thanks, Harry. Millwall have had their first chance of the game. It's a Barry Bannon shot that was just turned round the corner from Tottenham. The ball's whipped in over the bar. It's gone by Millwall. That was a great chance by Millwall. I'll tell you about that chance. It was Cooper with it. He's had a handball there on one end of the pitch, and then this time he's almost headed it into the Blackburn net. A great ball whipped in by Negley, whipped in deep to the back post. And Cooper, he's unmarked, Harry, and he just is outstretched and just can't head it down. Two real great chances for Millwall. I'll just tell you about that chance just before I was interrupted there. As I said, it was a cross again from Negley. That was cleared away. It fell to Barry Bannon, and Todd turned that one away for a corner on the right-hand side, and then a few result on corners, nothing came from. But that is a great chance for for Millwall and for Cooper. And it should be 1-0 Millwall, Harry, but it's not. 50 minutes gone. It's Millwall 0, Blackburn 0.
Thank you, Cameron. I cannot believe he was unmarked. That is out of this world. Well, thank you for these updates. A few goals to make you aware of. Tamworth have gone behind at home to Carlisle 1-0. Ween has scored the 53rd minute. I think they maybe Wen maybe instead. Hartlepool have taken the lead as well on the road against Truro City. Truro City having an abysmal season so far. I really wouldn't want to be one of their fans. There's been some more goals. Kelty Hearts have equalised against E5. 1-1 there. Ferguson with a penalty. And I tell you what, Cambridge are loving life. It is now 4-0 to Cambridge against Gillingham. Kai getting the 54th minute goal to put them 4 ahead. Sam Fryer, Turf Moor, have we had anything interesting happen?
Not particularly. I mean, there's been a few half chances from both teams. A ball was sort of crossed in by Bournemouth. It just didn't fall to Tavernier, but he is on the ball now. At the edge of the box, there's a shot. Oh, just wide. That's the best chance of this half so far. But just a couple of minutes ago, up at Bournemouth's defending goal, Jaden Anthony had another chance, but it was blocked from about the 6-yard box. I think Tavernier might have just hit the post. Yeah, he did. He's had a shot from the edge of the box with his left foot, curled it into the towards the left-hand corner. It's just brushed the outside of the post and gone through. I'm just looking at the replay from the Burnley chance now as well. It is a shot from Jaden Anthony up from a cross into the box, and Adam Smith with a fantastic block to stop it troubling Petrovic in goal. But it's a fairly lively start. Hopefully it can continue. I really hope for a goal to report on, but still 0-0 at Turf Moor.
Thank you very much. And Jasper Rowland is obviously out on the road. Last time we spoke to him, MK Dons were leading. Is that still the case, Jasper?
No, it isn't. Swindon Town have equalised. It's Swindon Town 1, MK Dons 1. It was a fantastic counter-attack from the home side. League top scorer, Aaron Drinan, down the right-hand side. He crosses it to Ollie Clark, who should have had a goal in the first half, and he tucks it away for the equaliser. It is Swindon Town 1, MK Dons 1.
Thank you. Well, Ian Holloway getting the job done at Swindon, fifth in the table. In those playoff positions. Can they get back up to League One? We will have to wait and see. Will Charlton, have we had any progress on getting an actual allowed goal in your game?
No, but Sunderland have started this half really well. Brighton are currently trying to take the sting out of it. But yeah, they've done really, really well. Sunderland, sort of the quick turnovers they're really good at, and Xhaka's playing a vital part in the middle of the park for Reggie Debris' side. So if there is going to be a goal, I think it will be Sunderland to get the first. But Brighton are coming back at Sunderland.
Well, Celtic Park, there seems to be a bit of movement over there. Is there a chance, Bo Brown?
Yeah, Dysamider whips it in, and it's a really good cross actually. The keeper's had to come for it, and he almost spilled it into his own net. Good chance, Celtic looking bright. It is still 1-1, but only just by the hand of Callum Ward, who does really well actually. 1-1 here, 55 minutes played.
Thank you very much. Well, an update for you from the Combined Counties Premier Division North, where Wokingham Town are currently 0-0 with Ardley, who are top of the league. So pretty promising for the Soomers. And I tell you what, there's been a goal just going in as well. North Lee, who have just escaped the bottom two in the Premier Division North. They are currently winning 2-1 against Ashford Town. Playoff side, a lot of money involved there. But tell you what, North Lee are currently out of the bottom two by 1 point. Staying in Berkshire as well, at Reading, Owen Bolger is at the Select Car Leasing Stadium. Unfortunately, we've got no sound with Owen at the Select Car Leasing Stadium, so hopefully we will come back to him shortly. But Will, what's going on?
Yakuba Minte has put Brighton ahead against the run of play, really. I'm not really sure how this came in. The ball was played to him down the right-hand side, and he did this against Arsenal numerous times. He just squared the defender up and then just took him on the outside, and then he's tried to put a cross in, and I think it's trickled all the way in. There's a Sunderland player down. I'm not sure if there's any sort of injury or foul in this process, but Minte has snuck Brighton into the lead at the Stadium of Light, and that long trip for those Brighton fans, it'll be a good one so far.
Well, finally a goal in the Premier League and a goal in League One as well. Mansfield have just scored a penalty to cut the deficit. Is now Mansfield 1, Barnsley 2. Mansfield obviously coming off the back of that excellent FA Cup run where they faced Mikel Arteta's Arsenal and unfortunately were knocked out. Fun story about Mansfield as well. Myself, Sam Fry and Bo Brown were at the Select Car Leasing Stadium not too long ago in the Haygarth Lounge, and we met the owners, didn't we?
Yes, we did. I think they thought we were like the sons or family members of the directors. It was a good day. I think Reading won, and obviously the Mansfield owners were disappointed with the result. However, put a brave face on with us, didn't they?
Well, they did indeed. A great day out at the Haygarth Lounge. And near the Haygarth Lounge, Owen Bolger is back with us. Owen, what's happening at Reading? Unfortunately, no sound is happening at Reading, therefore we cannot report, but I believe we may have an update as well from Poole Town. Yuvraj reports.
Hello guys, absolute scenes here at Tatnam Ground. Poole Town have turned the game around after Shakil Gowengwe pulled them lever earlier. Salim has now put the side in front. They were 0-1 at halftime and now they are 2-1. Poole have responded brilliantly after the halftime. It's now Poole Town 2 and Taunton Town 1. Rashid?
Yeah, it's been a huge moment in this game and absolutely turn up one side to another. I thought at the first main, the away team is really getting on. The Taunton is really trying hard. But now, as it comes to you, as come to the Poole guys, they're just showing their colours off.
Thank you guys. 2-1 from Poole Town.
Thank you very much, guys. Riveting stuff there. It's made our vision mixer Shay delighted. But Ben, something going on in your game?
Yes, there has been another goal for QPR. Ronnie Edwards has scored it. Corner ball came in, met the head of centre-back Ronnie Edwards. He headers it home. 3-1 QPR. This is turning into a bit of an embarrassment for Leicester City, who last time they faced QPR lost 4-1. Could QPR do the same again? 58 minutes, 3-1 QPR.
Things going from bad to worse for Gary Rowett's side, Leicester there. Obviously, they've had that 6-point deduction earlier in the season, and they were last in League One in 2009. Will they be back there next season? It'd be a giant fall, and as well going from that Premier League title win back in 2016 down to League One just 10 years later. Will Charlton, what's happening in your game, Sunderland versus Brighton?
Well, yeah, Sunderland have responded really well to the Brighton goal. They've just had a corner which is just cleared by Danny Welbeck, but yeah, they've got back onto the front foot, and you know there's still 29 minutes plus added time here. Plenty of time for Sunderland to get back into this game, and their fans will definitely get behind them. But I'm just looking at the goal again. It was such a weird one. Mintage sort of scuffed his cross, and Van Hecker sort of left it, and the keeper, Elborg, has just sort of let it go past him. He maybe thought it was hitting the post or going wide, so he's just left it, and it's gone trickling into the corner. So it's a really weird goal. But yeah, Sunderland trying to get back onto it as they win another corner. So yeah, plenty of time for Sunderland.
Well, thank you, Will. There's been a lot going on while we've been talking in the Championship at the Den. Millwall versus Blackburn. Cameron Jarvis.
Yes, thank you, Harry. We have our first goal of the game, and it is a Millwall goal. Luke Hundle, right-footed from the centre of the box into the bottom left corner. It was Femi Aziz originally. He played the cross, almost a switch ball from left to right into the feet of Luke Hundle, and then he just drilled it, sort of middle of the 18-yard box, drilled it into that bottom right of the corner to make it 1-0. And then Millwall have also had another good chance here. It was Negley this time, into the 18-yard box, just drilled it across with his left foot, wrong side of the post, but Millwall now they've got one and they're hunting down for two. 61 minutes gone here. Millwall 1, Blackburn 0.
Thank you very much, Cameron. And I believe there's been a red card in that match as well. Zach Sturge being sent off for Millwall, so Millwall down to 10 men. There's been a goal at Aldershot. It's Aldershot 0, York City 2. As I said earlier, York City having an incredible season, currently second in the National League. Won 4 of their last 5 games. But what's going on at Turf Moor, Sam Fryer?
Well, yeah, again, not much. Bournemouth have made the first substitutions of the afternoon, though. Alex Jimenez, who's the right back on loan from AC Milan, swaps with Adam Smith, and I mean Adley has come on for Ryan Christie, and Donny Iraola trying to make something happen and try and get the 3 points. Evan Nilsson just had a shot blocked in the box again. Iraola's actually never lost to Burnley, and to be fair, it is going that way. It's still 0-0, and we were actually chatting before the stream who is going to get the inevitable 0-0 game on the panel, and being the only Championship game, we said Ben, but actually it's probably been the best one. So hopefully I can break the curse, and we do get a goal as Bournemouth cross it in, but again nothing really happens. But it's still 0-0 after 62 minutes.
Well, we'll be hoping to break another curse as well. No sound has been the case at the Select Car Leasing Stadium. But Owen Bolger, what is going on in your match? Got my fingers crossed. in the curse. He's still got no sound, which is devastating. We will give you updates when we can from that match. But we also have someone else on the line. It's Jasper Rowland, Swindon versus MK Dons.
Thank you, Harry. It is Swindon 1, MK Dons 1, but the visitors should be in the lead. It was Aaron Collins down the left-hand side. He squared it to Scott Hogan, but his shot went wide. It should be 2-1 to MK Dons, but at the moment it is still level. Swindon Town 1, MK Dons 1.
Thank you very much, Jasper. Ben, your game in the Championship, Leicester struggling, obviously. Are they as bad as the results are showing? Because they will obviously have come down from the top flight, but are they playing okay at least?
Well, they have been playing good football and they've got good players. You look at Leicester's team and they've got players in there that you would not be expecting to be in League One next season, but there is a very real possibility as Leicester make a break forward. They're into the box now, but nothing happens. That's the problem, I think, with Leicester. They're really struggling in the final third, in the box. They're just pass after pass after pass, and then the ball's intercepted. It's looking pretty dire for Leicester at the moment, and something needs to change pretty quickly. Leicester 1, QPR 3.
Thank you very much, Ben. And in League 2, Shrewsbury are facing Cheltenham and are currently behind. Cheltenham taking the lead in the 63rd minute. Steve Cottrell's side have won each of their last 4 ties against Shrewsbury and are on track to do the same again. In Welsh football, the New Saints have just scored in the 90+ third minute against Pennybourne, putting themselves 2-1 up there as it stands. And in Germany too, Leverkusen, a late winner against Bayern Munich. Hoffmann scoring to make it 2-1 there. Bo Brown in Celtic. There's some interesting results going around in Europe, but is there an interesting game going on at Celtic Park?
They're on the precipices of, I think, to be honest with you. Negron has been replaced by Luke McCowan. Celtic have definitely had the upper hand, but just overplaying when they get into the good positions. Not really firing as such yet in the second half. But it's a bit of a feisty one. There's cards flying. We've had a Motherwell player booked now. Negron was booked before he came off. So I think there's still something in this game. But 64 minutes in and it's still 1-1.
Thank you very much. And there's been a goal at Tamworth, who have equalised against Carlisle to make it 1-1. Tamworth versus Carlisle at the Lamb Ground there. Tamworth have got 2 wins in their last 5, trying to turn this around against Carlisle, who are obviously managed by a Premier League great Mark Hughes. We're going to go over to Atletico Madrid now, where Jack Todd is watching. Jack.
Only 3 minutes into the second half, it's still Atletico 1, Getafe 0, but Getafe have started this half a totally different beast. They've come flying out the traps, throwing bodies into the box, interchanging nice play around the left-hand side of the box, trying to get into the penalty area, being far more proactive, playing far more aggressively. It just has livened the game up a little bit, actually. It's forced Atletico Madrid to sort of change their shape a little bit. They've had to readjust. It's become a fantastic watch in these opening few minutes. It's a bit of a basketball game, give and go from both teams. Could see another goal in the next 5 or so minutes here if it continues like this. But it's Atletico Madrid 1, Getafe 0.
Thank you very much, Jack. And Atletico Madrid storming it midweek against Tottenham. And this is not timed as Dave has just walked in the room deliberately. But Bo, a huge result for them in the Champions League. 5-2 win at home. That sets them up perfectly for the next leg, doesn't it?
Yeah, although as it's been widely publicised, Tottenham did draw the second half 0-0. So, on reflection, do you know what? It's an encouraging side. No, in all seriousness, it's a tough one for Tottenham because as well as it was Tottenham being bad, there is just something about Simeone's Atletico, isn't there? In those European ties, they are so difficult to come up against. So much experience. Himself and his team, he's got them so well drilled, and I think it was just an unfortunate set of circumstances for Spurs in that they are so going through such a tough period. Plus, playing that keeper didn't work out brilliantly, did it for Tudor? So
no, it didn't.
You can't imagine any sort of turnaround.
No, they cannot. But there has been a turnaround in the EFL because Newport have equalised against Barnet to make it 1-1. So I'm sure you're all intrigued to hear that. But I am actually intrigued, genuine, to hear what Jasper Rowland has to say about Swindon MK Dons.
Well, thank you, Harry. This second half it has turned into an excellent game of football. Swindon Town almost taking the lead with top scorer Aaron Drennan. A fantastic save from Craig McGilvery to deny him. It's end-to-end action here at the county ground, so expect more goals in this game. It's Swindon 1, MK Dons 1.
Well, thank you very much. There are a few goals going in across the EFL and across Scottish football too. Spartans equalising with Clyde to make it 1-1. McNulty from the spot there, and Woking taking the lead away at Brackley. Sward in the 68th minute there. Sam Fryer, there's some goals going on here. There's some goals going on in Scotland. Just not a goal at Turf Moor.
No, absolutely not. The game it has been halted because Maximus Stev is on the floor with some sort of injury. I don't really know why. I think he's coughing. It might be some sort of like lung problem. I don't know. It's probably the most interesting thing that happened this game. Again, nothing really happening. Lyle Foster has come off the pitch, so Marcus Edwards is on. So again, Scott Parker's trying to make something happen now. But still 0-0. We've got 20 minutes to go, and to be honest, it doesn't look like I'm going to have anything to talk about in terms of goals. So fingers crossed. I will with the last 20 minutes. Hopefully things can change, but still 0-0.
Well, there is action at Celtic Park. Bo Brown.
Well, it's a Celtic corner. The ball's gone in. I think it's Dyers and Miders being challenged, and I cannot see a world in which this is not given. It's a challenge from Longello, and yeah, that in my view is a stonewall penalty. If this is not given, it's an absolute sham.
Well, we'll come back to you on that one. We're going to go to an update at the Den with Cameron Jarvis. Millwall versus Blackburn.
Yeah, thank you, Harry. Millwall are down 2-10. Zach Sturge has been sent off for a last man challenge on Todd Cantwell. The referee, he didn't give it initially. Cantwell just got ahead of Sturge, and Sturge just pulled it back. And the referee showing the red straight away. There's no doubt that it was a red card. He was the last man. So Millwall are going to have to play the last 25 or so minutes here with 10 men. Blackburn have just had a chance though. Cash and strike from the edge of the 18-yard box went over the bar. As Millwall have got a chance here, Harry, just image on the left-hand side. That's come to nothing. As Blackburn can't even clear the ball out of their own half. But Millwall, last 25 minutes, so going to have to play this with 10 men, but they lead 1-0.
Well, thank you, Cameron. And we're going to go out on the road again to St James's Park, where Marlon Dara is watching Exeter.
Yes, it's 3-0 now. Visitors have made it 3. It's a brilliant goal from Alex Robertson from the edge of the ball, straight into the top corner. And I have to say, they've been outclassed Exeter City. They've looked really poor. Everything they've done today has not worked. Just rolling balls out of play, misplaced passes, letting runners come in behind. And Cardiff are dominating. It's 3-0 now, and could be many more by full time.
Well, not good there for Exeter fans. Matt Taylor, the current manager, interim, obviously Gary Caldwell left them to go off to Wigan, and they are now just teetering around the relegation spots. I think they're around about 6 points clear of the relegation zone at the minute. We're going to go back over to Celtic Park to see what's happening with this penalty.
The referee's been monitor for about an hour, but he's just walked over and given the penalty. Something that I told you 5 minutes ago. It's a disgrace why he was there. Oh, he's been sent off as well. Emmanuel Longello has been sent off for an early bath. 20 minutes to play. Celtic have got the chance to take the lead. I mean, he's complaining. He looks shocked, but I just don't know how you can be. It was the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. He's got his hands all over Maeda. He's grappled him to the floor. Paying no attention to the ball. Red card for Motherwell. Penalty to Celtic. 20 minutes to play, and Celtic have got the chance to go 2 points off Hearts at the top of the league.
Well, we'll check in on that penalty in just a second, but we're going to go off to Swindon, where Jasper Roller has an update for us.
Swindon should be winning in this game. It's still Swindon 1, MK Dons 1. It was a tremendous ball down the left-hand side for Aaron Drennan, and his shot was fired wide of the right-hand post. Expect more goals in this game, as I've said. Swindon pushing for a winner. It's Swindon 1, MK Dons 1.
Thank you. Now we're going to go to Jasper's partner in crime, Nathan, who is out at Bromley. Nathan, what have you got for us?
Yes, thank you, Harry. It's 71 minutes gone here at Hayes Lane, and it still remains Bromley 1, Bristol Rovers 0. Since I was last with you, Bromley have had a great chance to double their lead. Jesse Deborah had a shot cleared off the line by Quinton Moller following a good well-worked free kick. And it's now last throw of the dice for Bristol Rovers. They've made all their allotted changes, but have yet to test Grant Smith in the Bromley goal. 71 minutes gone here at Hayes Lane. Bromley 1, Bristol Rovers 0.
Thank you, Nathan. Southend have scored and doubled their lead against Forest Green. It's Southend 2, Forest Green 0. Not great with my Forest Green top on. However, there's still time to go, so can they turn it around? We're going to have an update from Cameron Jarvis at the Den. Cameron.
Yeah, Harry, thank you, Harry. It should be 2. It really should be 2-0 Millwall. It's a great chance by Josh Coburn. He got himself completely in open space. There's no one around him. He's found himself in the edge of the 18-yard box, and he just mishits his strike, just scuffs it, and it goes straight into the hands of Balastov. And that is an absolute golden chance. And Millwall have just struck one over the bar. Great bit of play that is from Millwall there. I think it's Hegerberg with the chance there. I'm not sure. It might be Jorgensen with the chance. Gets himself on the right hand side, Harry. This game has turned from 0 to 100 really quick. Jorgensen, he's got himself, strikes it just way over the bar from the right hand side, and that should be 2. I mean, this game is picking up, but yeah, like I said, it should realistically now be 2 Millwall. Jorgensen's had a strike. They've all had a strike, Harry. I mean, it's now so difficult to keep up with, but they've all had a strike. Crazy last sort of 20 minutes or so here, but Millwall has somehow only still 1-0 up.
Well, we have now got a goal update as well from Celtic. Bo Brown.
Yes, we have. Thomas Kranchara converts the penalty from 6 yards straight down the middle. Celtic take the lead. Motherwell down to 10 men. 20 minutes to play here. Celtic go 2 points off Hearts at the top, and you can't see them winning this. Not winning this game even now. 2-1 up with the extra man. It's Celtic 2, Motherwell 1.
Thank you very much, Bo. And a goal at my favourite ground, the Select Car Leasing Stadium. Unfortunately, Owen's goal audio description is not working, but Plymouth have equalised. Josh Widdicombe is going mental. I got a description for the goal. Caleb Watts with an assured finish from 10 yards. This half has been all Plymouth. That's from Owen Bolger. As I say, Reading 2, Plymouth 2 in Berkshire. And there's been a goal in the Midlands in the West Brom Hull game. Is there an update from Jack Henderson? No, there isn't. It's West Brom 2-0 though, however, doubling their lead. Maybe that's why, because his Hull City side is losing. However, we will go off to Madrid to begin with. Jack Todd has an update.
It's Atletico Madrid 1, Getafe 0, but it's disaster for Getafe. Just as they were beginning to gain some momentum and get back into the game, central defender Abdel Abkar has been sent off for a scissor challenge. It's an absolutely terrible challenge. The referee did go to the monitor, but he didn't take long to look at it. It's a disaster for Getafe. They're back to square one, and all of a sudden Atletico have all the momentum again. It's 58 minutes gone. Atletico 1, Getafe 0, and I don't think they're getting back into this game now.
Well, thank you very much, Jack. And we're now going to go off to Croatia. Ed Groves is with us. He may have seen a Dalmatian, but let's find out. Ed, what's happening?
Hello, Harry. I've not seen a Dalmatian, but I have seen your mate Scott McKenna nearly open the scoring for Dynamo Zagreb. It was a corner whipped in from the right-hand side. McKenna rose highest. Unfortunately, his effort went straight down the throat of the goalkeeper, Osman, who had a fairly comfortable save in the end. There hasn't been too many chances so far in this game, but Zagreb have had all of the ball. It is still 0-0 between Zagreb and Bapulo.
Well, thank you very much, Ed. Another fun fact for you. Croatia has the world's smallest town, Hum, that has a population of 30 people. I wonder whether they've gone to watch. But there have been a few updates. Sam Fryer at Turf Moor.
Yeah, well, shock horror, water's wet, Hannibal's been booked. But to be honest, I think it should have been another red card. He sort of lost control of the ball and Trofaire's nicked it, and Hannibal's lunged in, and it studs up on his ankles. And I mean, Will and Bo have seen it, and they both said it's a red card. And Burnley should be down to 9 because Fleming should have been sent off for that elbow, and Hannibal just now. But like we predicted, it only took 74 minutes for him to get booked, which is quite a long time to be fair. I thought it might come a bit earlier, but. Yeah, Hannibal's been booked, but it should have been a red. But as it was from minute 1, it is still 0-0.
Well, thank you very much. A few goals to maybe lighten the mood for you. That Stoke have gone 2-0 up against Watford. Stokey Tom going mental at that goal. Manhurst scoring in the 77th minute. And Ipswich are also winning on the road against Sheffield Wednesday, having a dreadful season due to their ownership issues off the pitch. They were the earliest team to ever be relegated in EFL history. Bo Brown.
Yeah, Celtic should be 3-1 up here. The ball's played in and it's flicked on to Daiser Maida, who somehow doesn't score. It's a good save from Ward, but Celtic trying to make that extra man count now, and it should be 3-1, but with just under 15 minutes to play. It remains Celtic 2, Motherwell 1.
Thank you very much, Bert. Well, there's been some action on the road. Jasper Rowland has got some update for us from Swindon.
Well, what did I say? I expected goals in this game, and we have one finally in the second half. MK Dons have taken the lead. It's Swindon 1, MK Dons 2. It was a wicked cross from Ben Wiles. He found the head of Marvin Ekpateta, who headed in on the line. MK Dons leading. Gives the run of play. Swindon 1, MK Dons 2.
Thank you, Jasper. And an update in the rugby. We're going to go off to Max Freeman because the first game has ended with Ireland-Scotland, but I have a feeling there's a bit of news coming for the next game. Max, what have you got for us?
Yeah, we're on to our second Super Saturday game of the day, Harry. Wales playing host to an inform Italy side who could have their best finish in Six Nations history in terms of points tally and amount of wins. They could go up to 3 wins and they could go up to 14 points if they get a bonus point at the Principality Stadium. And for Wales, it's just the case of getting a win on the board in this year's competition. They haven't won a Six Nations game actually in 3 years, and the last win was against Italy. The anthems are just coming out now, but a bit of team news for you. Wales are unchanged from their lineup. They went and lost against Ireland last weekend on Friday, and Italy have four changes coming into the 23. Fusco comes in at 9. Mohamed Hassan replaces the injured Simone Ferrari in the number 3 jersey in the front row. And Stephen Varney, many of you who know in English rugby, comes in at replacement scrum half who are looking to come on and replace Fusco at some point today. Garbisi and Ferrari, as I mentioned, drop out. This should be a really interesting game, the second game of Super Saturday in the Six Nations, Wales versus Italy.
Well, thank you, Max. Looking forward to that one, seeing another Wales loss on the sheet. But there's been a goal at Celtic Park.
Yes,
Bo Brown.
It is now finally 3-1 to Celtic. Is Yang with his second of the game. It's a long ball play through. Motherwell, absolute shocker, don't deal with it. Yang's running through, makes no mistake, puts it through and over the oncoming Callum Ward. The ball's not. In fact, I think it's played straight from the goalkeeper Sinisalo. As I said, it's not dealt with by Motherwell at all. There you go. And Yang makes no mistake. It's Celtic 3, Motherwell 1, game, set and match.
Well, thank you very much. A few goals here. Ipswich have doubled their lead against Sheffield Wednesday. A penalty to extend their lead there. But we're going to go out on the road to Nathan Williams, who's been watching Bromley. Nathan.
Yes, thank you, Harry. We're now on the 83rd minute, and it does remain Bromley 1, Bristol Rovers 0. But quite a lot has happened since our last update. The first thing to note that happened was Bristol Rovers having their first real chance of the game. It was Joe Quigley with it. He met a volley but couldn't meet it properly. It went flying over Grant Smith's bar. He's still yet to be worked properly. But then the real talking point has been Shaq Ford's red card. He's been booked twice. The form is really cheap. And it looks as if Bristol Rovers will need a miracle if they want to get anything from this. 83 minutes gone here at Hayes Lane. Remains Bromley 1, Bristol Rovers 0.
Thanks, Nathan. Now, Stokey Tom's going to be nervous because Watford have just got one back. It is now Stoke 2, Watford 1. But we're going to go to another game in the Championship. Ben, your tie, Leicester versus QPR. How's the second half been going in that one?
Well, to be honest, since QPR got their third of the game, they've it's mellowed out a little bit, let's say. Both teams, obviously QPR playing for the win now, putting the game to bed. Leicester trying their best, but really just not being on it. And it's not surprising, really. They have lost 4 of their last home games against QPR. Today will probably be the 4th loss as well. Leicester City, like I've said earlier, they need to find something, and soon, because they could be on their way down to League One. It is 80 minutes here. Leicester 1, QPR 3.
Thanks, Ben. Now in League One, Wigan are 2-0 up against Bradford. Taylor has scored in the 78th minute, and I'll tell you what, Gary Caldwell's Wigan side doing excellently. They are now unbeaten in their last 7 league games against teams from Yorkshire. That's an excellent little fact for you. We're going to go off to Millwall, where Cameron Jarvis has got an update for us.
Harry, it's 1-1. Jorgensen's with the goal. He started on the right. Ali Abusi, brilliant sort of football in there. Really tight on the byline. Managed to get the ball across the box, and it was a simple tapping for Jorgensen across the front of the goal. As Blackburn go again here on the left-hand side. They got space. Jorgensen tries to knock it past his man. find a Blackburn player. I mean, Harry, I was coming here to tell you that Millwall could have had a penalty and that this game could go any way, but it has gone anyway because Blackburn have got to go back. If Blackburn go again on the right hand side, just stick with me for this one. Ball across the front, Jorgensen again. Oh, he's missed it. Oh my gosh, it should be two. Blackburn should have had two in quick succession. Jorgensen, it's so similar to his first one. All he's got to do is get a contact on it, and he's completely missed it. I don't know how he's onside clearly. Oh, and there's a touch. There's a little bit of a deflection. I think it's from Cooper. That just takes it away from Jorgensen, but still another great chance for Blackburn. They have got one back. It's not two. With 9 minutes to go here, it's Millwall 1, Blackburn 1.
Thank you for that, Cameron. I am all in on that Millwall game now. But we're going to go off to Exeter quickly because Marlon Dara has an update for us.
Well, Exeter are now starting to come to the game slightly, but it's too late, simply. I mean, they've just hit the bar. Sonny Cox, the youngster, the academy product, he's struggled this season, but struggled to get game time this season, but he's had a real good chance to give the Exeter fans something to celebrate there. Couldn't quite finish it off. But they are starting to string some passes together, Exeter. They're playing a bit better now, but yeah, it's too late. And it's Exeter City now, Cardiff 53.
Oh, thank you. But unfortunate news for Sam Morley because Bristol Rovers have had a man sent off. Shakai Ford has been sent off in the 81st minute. Some good news, though, especially for Stokey Tom, because Stoke have scored again in the 85th minute to make it 3-1 versus Watford. Will, we're going to go to you now with your Premier League tie. Sunderland versus Brighton.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems like Sunderland have sort of ran out of ideas. They're just smashing it into the Brighton area and just hoping, really. Brighton are seeing out this game very, very well. It's a very professional performance from Hertzler's men. And this will move them up to 10th. And if they do finish in the top 10, it'll be their 4th ever best finish in the Premier League. So, you know, there's been talk of how bad of a season it has been for Brighton. But, I mean, finishing top 10 in the Premier League, it's something they'd only dream of about 10 years ago. So he must be doing something right as Brighton now counter-attacking. But, yeah, they're seeing this game out very, very well. And it'll be such a good 3 points for them, especially with the 676-mile round trip that their fans have made. So, yeah, it's a big away trip, but it could be a big victory.
Thanks. Now over to the Hive at Barnet, where Newport are on a great escape. They have just scored in the 83rd minute to make it Barnet 1, Newport 2. Newport had started off the day in 23rd in League 2. Their manager Christian Fuchs in charge there, the former Leicester man, but they have just scored, and that will see them go over Crawley, who will drop down. And wow, a massive result there. Will, Tranmere fan, you're in this relegation battle as well. A bit more of a points cushion, but that is not good for you.
No, it does sort of make you worry. And to be honest, I've been checking the other scores more than I've been checking the Tranmere scores today, and that's the point of the season we've got to. I mean, we're holding out for a 0-0 at the minute, which would be a decent point on the road. But, I mean, yeah, Newport, Christian Fuchs has really turned things around there. They battered us at home, which most teams do, and they are picking up points, which is vital. So yeah, it's scary times really being a Tranmere fan, and I can't see us drop into the National League again. It's too bad.
Well, if you think things are going badly, they are going from bad to worse. For Marlon Dara at Exeter.
Yeah, this is turning into somewhat of a rout now. Exeter City simply all over the place, and Cardiff has made it 4. It's Robinson with the goal. The ball came in across the box. Joe Whitworth parried it away. Simply not good enough. Straight to the feet of Robinson. He put it into the back of the net. The away fans have gone mental. It is a 4-0 battering here, and it's a sorry display for Matt Taylor's Exeter City.
Thanks, Marlon. A few goals to update you on across England. Sutton have equalised in the 85th minute. Eze scoring now. I didn't realise he'd gone out on loan for the game from Arsenal. But Gateshead 1, Sutton United 1 there. York City have added a third at Aldershot. It is Aldershot 0, York City 3. But we're going to go over to the expressive pundit himself. Cameron Jarvis is watching Millwall play. Cameron, what's happening?
Expressive indeed, Harry. It's Blackburn 2, Millwall 1. Jorgensen's got his second of the game. It was a poor clearance by Millwall. It allowed to find the feet of Marista. And all he's just done is just dink it into the 18-yard box for Jorgensen to just put into the corner. 5 minutes to go here. Blackburn 2, Millwall 1.
Thank you. And there's been a goal up in Scotland, not for Bo Brown's Celtic game, but at Aberdeen, who have just conceded in the 89th minute to Falkirk. It is 1-1 there. And I tell you what, Aberdeen not having the greatest of seasons, 9th in the Scottish Premiership. They are 8 points clear from safety, but caretaker manager Peter Levin, he's not anymore. He's just had he's just lost his job to someone permanent, hasn't he?
Robinson, isn't it? of St Mirren. They've intelligently appointed the manager of the man who's taken St Mirren to the bottom of the Scottish Premiership, so I don't know what they're expecting.
How's your game going up in Scotland now?
Yeah, it's going well. Celtic are very much in control, as you'd expect, with the extra man. 3-1 still, but there's no need for them to press anymore. Game, set and match. Bigger picture for Celtic and Martin O'Neill is that this puts them 2 points off Hearts. Hearts obviously playing tomorrow, so there'll be one eye on events in Edinburgh as of tomorrow, but Celtic very much in control and completely dominating. 3-1.
Thank you. And now there's been a goal at Leyton Orient, who have just conceded against Peterborough. It's Leyton Orient 2, Peterborough 1 there. Sam, your game at Turf Moor. Have we seen anything go on recently in the last 10 minutes or so?
Not really, which is I'm sure a shock to you all. I think Bournemouth should have had a penalty as well, to be fair, from Farrell Evan Nielsen, but they clearly have no VAR at Turf Moor, because Burnley should also be down to 9. Loads of subs now from both teams as well. Joe Worrell has made an appearance now for you, Harry, so I'm not sure it'll make much difference, to be perfectly honest, but yeah, still 0-0 over at Turf Moor. But I do just want to say, all the way down in Step 7 in the Thames Valley Premier League, Finch Hampstead beat AFC Winkfield 2-0. So if Reading can get a result against Plymouth, it'll be a great day for us Berkshire boys.
Well, funny you say that, because Reading, we've got a stat here from the Select Car Leasing Stadium. Not a goal, but just to say that Reading 2-2 against Plymouth. Reading have dropped 19 points from winning positions already this season. A team hunting for the playoffs cannot be affording to drop points like that. However, Cambridge are not dropping points at all. It's now 5-0 against Gillingham. Cambridge have scored in the 90-plus first minute as these games are beginning to wrap up. And at Doncaster, there's been a sending off for Blackpool. Fraser Horsfall has been sent off in the 89th minute. Obviously, only a few minutes for Doncaster to capitalise with that extra man at the Eco Power Stadium. As we're coming into these last few minutes, Will, do we look like we might be getting anything extra in your game?
Well, there's plenty of time for it. There's 8 minutes added on at the Stadium of Light, so yeah, plenty of time to go here. But Brighton are just sort of doing what they need to do, time wasting when they need to, and keeping hold of the ball, and just sort of frustrating the Sunderland side, who, like I said, ran out of ideas about 10 minutes ago. So yeah, I mean, Reggie LeBrie will be wanting some sort of miracle here, but I can't see it. Brighton have defended this game really well, and Captain Lewis Dunk has put in a brilliant performance coming back into the side. So yeah, still Sunderland 0, Brighton 1.
Brighton moving up to 10th in the Premier League table, with that now level on points with Sunderland, who, Sunderland still above Newcastle though in the Premier League table. That may change later on when Chelsea play Newcastle. That's going on in the Premier League. A few full-time results starting to come through. Hamilton 1, Queen of the South 3 in Scottish League 1. Lorient have won, it's half-time, in France. Lorient 1, RC Lens 0. And a late goal at Crewe. Walsall have gone 3-0 up. And I'll tell you, it's that man again, Albert Adoma. I bet there's a fun celebration going on with him. Usually a few dance moves. But we're going to stick around here in the Championship. Leicester, anything going on in these last few minutes, Ben?
Not really, to be honest. We've just hit the 90-minute mark and it's pretty much game over. 5 additional minutes. Don't really know where that came from, to be honest. We obviously had the couple of goals earlier for QPR, but Leicester City, as it stands, will be down to 23rd. With West Brom currently winning 2-0, obviously, they make their way outside of the relegation zone. It is pretty much game over for Leicester. Leicester 1, QPR 3, 90 minutes in.
Thank you. Well, results also not going their way. Obviously, West Brom winning 2-0 against Hull as it stands. 2 points above them there. And the best thing about this Championship relegation battle is that you can go up to 20th and everyone is still involved. Portsmouth on 40 points, but with 2 games in hand. They could be dragged into it if a result goes their way over the next few games. But as it stands, the bottom 3 look set to be going down to League One are Oxford United, Leicester City and Sheffield Wednesday are already confirmed to be going down to the drop. A full time in League 2, Barrow 0, Accrington 0 there. And a late goal at Northampton. Northampton 0, Burton Albion 2. Lofthouse has scored for the visitors to double their lead. Sam Fryer at Turf Moor, what's happening?
Nothing really. Again, there's 8 minutes of added time, but Bournemouth have started having the chances, but I mean, they're getting into good positions, but their first touch is off, they're losing the ball. I mean, it should have been a goal from Ennis Unaus. Brilliant from Alex Scott. Bit of trickery, plays it to Truffaut, who squares it, and Ennis Unaus effectively free. I mean, he's within the 6-yard box, and it's not even close, really. He's put it wide of the post. I wish I could say that it looks like there's going to be a goal in it, but when they get into the positions, neither team are really testing either keeper. So, I mean, there's 5 minutes to go, and I'm just looking at this clock now, waiting for the end of this, because still 0-0 at Turf Moor.
Not great, but we've got a few people piling in here. Cameron Jarvis with an update from the Den. Cameron, what's happening?
Yeah, 5 minutes to go down in time. Here's Millwall have gone into the 18-yard box off a corner and well collected by the hands of Toff. And Harry, this is going to be perhaps one of the most entertaining 5 minutes I've seen all season. It's going to go down the wire. Can Millwall get one back, or can Blackburn hold on? 5 minutes to go here. Millwall 1, Blackburn 2.
Thank you, Cameron. And off onto the road to Swindon, where Jasper Rowland has been watching Swindon. Jasper, what's happening? Unfortunately, nothing there from Jasper. Instead, we'll go over to Bromley, where Nathan has been watching them play. Bromley, what's happening, Nathan?
Yes, thank you, Harry. It's ended here at Hayes Lane. Bromley 1, Bristol Rovers 0. Will Pondermark's 18th-minute strike the difference, but it really should have been more. Corey Whiteley missed practically an opening goal in the first half, and Jesse Deborah in the second half saw his shot cleared off the line by Clinton Mola. Their win for Bromley means that they remain top of Sky Bet League 2 by 2 points. But as for Bristol Rovers, it was a bad day at the office, summed up by Shaq Ford's red card. Bromley didn't really have to get out of second gear at all. The loss means that Bristol Rovers' 4-game unbeaten run comes to an end. Full time at Hayes Lane. Bromley 1, Bristol Rovers 0.
Thank you, and we're going to go over the world now to Croatia, where Ed Groves has got an update for us. Ed, what's happening? Sorry, no update there, but I can give you an update in the Combined Counties Premier League North, where Wokingham Town have scored an 89th minute penalty. Connor Richardson taking the lead against Ardy there. Bo Brown. Mers. Excellent, thank you very much. Just a bit of the Sumas media team providing atmosphere in the room. I'll tell you what, that is a massive result for Wokingham. Ardley have been in the playoff spots, but massive late goal there. Can Matt Eggleston's side hold onto it? We'll have to wait and see. I'm getting live updates from Neil van den Dungen, who is probably dancing as we speak. But we're going to go out onto the road. Jasper Rowland has been speaking to a man which interrupted our last broadcast. Jasper, what's happened?
Well, thank you, Harry. It is full time, and MK Dons take the 3 points. It's Swindon 1, MK Dons 2. It was a game of two halves, really. MK Dons on top in the first half, with Alex Gilby taking the lead for them. Swindon came out on top in the second, Ollie Clark equalising, and then towards the end, Marvin Ekpateta sealed the 3 points for MK Dons. They will be loving it on their journeys back to Milton Keynes, the MK Dons fans singing loudly in the corner. It's all over here, full time. Swindon 1, MK Dons 2.
Thank you very much, Jasper. And we're going to go off again and try Croatia. Ed Groves, what's been happening?
Yep, sorry about that. It appears I forgot to unpress the unmute button. You'd think I'd been on the beers already in Croatia. I haven't yet. I will be after the game. But anyway, a goal update, and against all odds, if I must say. Dynamo Zagreb have been all over Slavan Belupo, but Slavan Belupo have taken the lead. A screamer, a fantastic goal from Alan Grujic. His first goal for the new club and his first goal of the season. It was an absolute weldy. He cut in on the left-hand side. He's bent it into the top right corner, past Dominik Livakovic, Croatian's number one, who had absolutely no chance at all. 1-0 Slavan Belupo against Dynamo Zagreb.
Thank you very much, Ed. And now that is a shock. Zagreb 10 points clear at the top of the table and won that fixture 5-2 earlier in the season. We're going to go over to Atletico Madrid, where Jack Todd has got an update for us. Jack.
Well, speaking of shocks, I wouldn't write this game off yet. Atletico still lead 1-0 after 79 minutes, but despite the man advantage, Getafe are the ones mustering the better chances. Arambury a few minutes ago was through on goal, but couldn't get his effort on target, despite being 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. They've still kept the intensity up in this game, Getafe. They're still threatening, and they're giving their fans something to believe in. It's a really strange game here. It's got the feel of a shock in the last 10 minutes, but still 1-0 to Atletico after 80 minutes.
Thank you very much, Jack. Now we're going to go over to the rugby, where Max Freeman has got an update for us. Max, what's happening?
Yeah, Wales 0, Italy 0. The best chance of the game has just happened though. Tommaso Meloncello, probably the player of the tournament this Six Nations, found the ball out wide, beat one man, then the play broke up, and on the right hand side, a great turnover. And we think it was James Botham with a really good turnover to bring the ball back for Wales and win the penalty. A great kick from Lewis Rees-Emmett to exit the 22 now, and it's stayed on, and I think it's Lorenzo Pani's kept it on, but Ellis Mee has charged the right winger. Ellis Mee has charged up and won the ball, and Wales are in a good attacking position now with a line out in between the 5 metre and the 22 metre. Wales 0, Italy 0 at Principality Stadium.
Thank you, Max. And I believe we've got some full times in the studio here. Bo Brown.
Yes, it ended Celtic 3, Motherwell 1. Comfortable in the end for the Celts. Martin O'Neill delighted with that display in the end. His side moving 2 points off Hearts at the top of the league. Motherwell looked bright, but the minute Longhello got sent off, they didn't really have a chance. So 3-1, and more importantly for Celtic, within touching distance now of Hearts at the top.
Thank you very much. And Sam Turfmore, are we all over?
We are. I think it's the happiest I've been in the last 98 minutes because that was a really bad game. There wasn't really anything to talk about, but Burnley remain winless at home. Bournemouth remain unbeaten. So, I mean, that's all I can really say, to be honest. So, yeah, Burnley 0, Bournemouth 0.
Thank you. Now, I've been looking forward to this moment for all of this show, really, because Cameron Jarvis is reporting at Millwall. Last time it was the Bescott Stadium. But, Cameron, what's happened at the Den? Cameron, that was excellent setup, and you've not carried on there, but we'll come back to you. Really, please do this, otherwise I'll have to do it for you. Will, what's happening in your game? Is it full time?
It's full time at Stadium of Light, and Brighton have stolen the 3 points from the Stadium of Light. The 676-mile round trip. Wow, what a trip it would be for those fans. Yakuba Minte's goal, the sort of mishit cross, the difference, and Brighton up to 10th. Is the European charge still on? Potentially. They're only 4 points off 7th place Brentford now. What a result for Hertzler. His job remains in place for the foreseeable. But yeah, those Brighton fans are absolutely loving it up north. What a result.
And Ben, over to you with Leicester. Full time in the Championship.
Well, QPR have done the double over Leicester this season for the first time since 2010-2011 season. You wouldn't think 62% possession to Leicester, but it ended 3-1 to QPR away from home.
Well, we've had a few results here that I can run you through. Northampton 0, Burton Albion 2 on the road in League One there. A great win for Burton Albion in the Scottish Premiership. Aberdeen drawing with Falkirk there 1-1. Hartlepool winning away at Truro. Things going even worse for Truro. We're kind of waiting for Cameron to come back on air because there is a phenomenal moment expected. But I'll have to do it for him in an honorary version because Cameron's just not here. It's full time at the Den. Unfortunately, Cameron can't go on to teams. We will touch to one last game before we sign off. Marlon Dara has been at Exeter. Marlon.
Yes, it is full time here. It was an absolute battering in the end. Exeter City outclassed on almost every front. 4-0 to the visitors, and Matt Taylor, interim manager, has a lot to think about as Exeter City hover very, very dangerously above the relegation zone. For the visitors, however, their enjoyable season continues following relegation from the Championship last season. They will look for an instant promotion back to the Championship, and performances like that will do a lot of good work. So it's full time here. Exeter City 0, Cardiff City 4.
Well, thank you very much there, Marlon. Now, well, that's all we've had time for today. A show of goals, tackles, but most importantly, a great chance to talk about how bad Spurs are. Thank you so much to listening to our final ever Soccer Saturday. And as my hero John May once said, my work here is done. Singing us out today is Ben Kilminster.
Come
Ben.
on. Oh, and the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in, I wanna be in that number. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
Well done, thank you. Have a great weekend.